Good evening and welcome to a windy Cy Fair FCU Stadium. The wind pouring out of the south right now at about 20 miles an hour as we welcome you into the regular season finale here. The Bridgeland Bears taking on the Cy Woods Wildcats in Week 11. Good evening, everybody. Zach Babb alongside Mac Honer. Final regular season game for both of these schools. And it's a game that does not carry too much meaning in the standings, Mac Honer, because Bridgeland's 4-2. They've clinched a playoff spot. No matter what happens today, they are in. Really, the only thing they need to look out for is seeding. Right now, they're dead even with Waller at 2-2. They cannot go any lower, really, than the third seed, but they can't catch Cy Ranch either at the 1 seed. Cy Ranch beating Bridgeland last week, wrapping up the district title and stopping Bridgeland from what would have been a historic 4 straight district titles by beating Bridgeland last week. But nonetheless, you didn't get to 4 straight district titles for Bridgeland. You're still in the playoffs. You still have a lot to play for. This is a team that made a 4-round run last year. You got to think they're just trying to build some confidence in this game before they look ahead to what they hope to be a long playoff run.
You know they are. And Coach Lonnie Madison, he wanted that win last week win. He wants to keep that momentum going, and then winning is contagious and it's infectious, and when it gets into that bloodstream, you can't get enough of it. So you got to be super proud of what these Bridgeland Bears have done so far. The fact that they're sitting right now in that number 2 spot, sewing up. You talk about what they're going to do tonight. The other thing is stay healthy. Don't have any mistakes. Don't take any unnecessary risks on different type plays that could jeopardize any player on that field tonight. You want to come out of this thing fine-tuned. You want to sharpen that confidence a little bit more on offense and defense and get ready for that playoff. They want to take another deep run.
They lost to Cy Ranch last week, 23-14. Bridgeland did. That snapped what was a 3-game winning streak that featured victories over Cy Park, Waller, and Cy Lakes. Really, since the Langham Creek game back on September 19th, they had been rolling, with the exception of the Cy Springs game, one of the greatest comebacks I think you and I have, or anyone has ever seen. 28-point rally in the fourth quarter for Cy Springs to come back and win that game. So really, besides that and a loss to what is now the district champion in Cy Ranch last week, hasn't really been a major blemish on the schedule this year for Bridgeland.
No, not much at all. And you love watching these teams in this district. Any one of these teams, especially this last 2 years, Zach. I mean, some of these teams that you would pencil or circle, like, yeah, let's just work past these guys. We're going to beat them. They're not the guys you can circle and walk past anymore. Cy Springs was that guy. Cy Lakes was that guy. And now coming back into it, you can see, and you have seen, anybody can beat anybody in this district at any given time. But I think as the season progresses and you get towards the end of it, you're either going to be a little bit motivated by the fact that you're going to play more, or you're a little bit disillusioned because you know your season's coming to an end and you're really fighting forward for those seniors.
And for Cy Woods, on the other hand, they don't have too much to play for other than pride tonight. They're coming off a win over Cy Park, 41-14. That was their first district win of the season. They are 4-5 on the year, 1-5 in district play. It was looking really good out of the gate for Cy Woods. They started 3-0. Their worst margin of victory was a 14-point win over Katy Taylor to open the season. They blew out Clear Lake and Cy Creek. And then things kind of unraveled against Waller. They had a 3-point close loss in a hard-fought game, and then from there the bottom just kind of fell out in terms of wins and losses. But that's the thing, really, besides the 36-0 loss to Cy Lakes, they've been in every game back. They lost by 9 to Langham, 3 to Waller, 8 to Cy Springs, 14 to Cy Ranch. This is a team that has competed well. They've just been on the wrong end of some really close games, with the exception of the 36-0 loss to Cy Lakes.
Makes you wonder if that close one to Waller kind of broke their spirit just a little bit. I mean, because that Waller's a good football team, right? They're sitting in the 3-hole right now in terms of what they're doing. So, coming out of the gate 3-0, we saw some other teams in the district start hot. Langham Creek last year, man, they came out of the gate 3-0, 4-0, couldn't get there. Did the same thing this year. 4-0? They're not going to make the playoffs. Tomorrow night, unfortunately, they needed that big win against Lakes, and they couldn't pull that off last weekend. So a lot of teams starting off hot, they kind of fade out a little bit. The ones that can find their way and battle back to those first 3 weeks of success are the ones that are going to continue to persevere and move forward.
So we're just about 25 minutes away from kickoff here on the Varsity Wires Radio Network, presented by the Collette King Team. getting ready to get this one underway. Coming up next, we'll have our visit with each head coach. We've got Jeremy Hickman from Cy Woods and Lonnie Madison from Bridgeland. That's coming up here on the pregame show on the Varsity Wires Radio Network, presented by the Collette King Team.
Looking to buy or sell your home? Trust the Collette King Team with REMAX, bringing you over 25 years of real estate expertise right here in your community. From first-time buyers to luxury estates, Collette and her team know the market inside and out, and they'll guide you every step of the way. Because with the Collette King Team, it's more than real estate. It's about giving you the attention and care you deserve. From cottages to castles, expect the royal treatment with the Collette King Team.
Veteran-owned and operated since 2003, Fire Reconstruction, Inc. is the top choice for restoration services to commercial and residential properties caused by fire, water, storms, and mold. They handle the entire process from structure repair, roofing mitigation, packing out, storing, and cleaning contents to give you peace of mind. Fire Reconstruction, Inc. has been vetted and are preferred vendors of most insurance companies and is a local business that supports the local community. Visit their website at fri24-7.com or give them a call at 281-859-3999. Fire Reconstruction, Inc. Better than before.
Hello, Copperfield. The Wrap and Mail Room is your go-to place for wrapping, packing, and shipping. When you need UPS, FedEx, US Mail, or DHL, we'll find the most affordable and reliable option to meet your needs. Looking for notary or private mailbox, maybe holiday gift wrapping? We've got you covered. Find us at 7710 Cherry Park Drive, right in the heart of Copperfield. The Wrap and Mail Room is here for you. Packed with care, we'll get it there.
When Houston needs glass, Houston calls Northwest Glass and Mirror. From custom shower doors to sleek mirrors, from residential windows to commercial storefronts, we do it all with expert craftsmanship and hometown care. Family owned, trusted for over 40 years, and always standing behind our work. Northwest Glass and Mirror. Quality, clarity, and service you can see. Call today or visit us online. Northwest Glass and Mirror, Houston's clear choice.
Have you noticed bad behavior has become normalized at interscholastic athletic events? Some fans seem angry. They lack civility toward one another. Some even get aggressive and unruly. Time out! What is going on? This has to stop. Let's not forget, school sports aren't just about winning. And they're definitely not an excuse to take your frustrations out on the official or the opponent. They're about teaching lessons like perseverance, respect, and empathy, so students can learn and grow as people, not just as players. We all have a role to play in setting a good example for our students and teaching them these important values. So fans, it's time to step up your game and behave positively at interscholastic athletic events in Texas.
This message presented by the UIL and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
We are the NFHS. That stands for the National Federation of State High School Associations. But really, what we stand for, together with the UIL, are the 825,000 high school sports and performing arts students in Texas. And so we stand. We stand for the runners, debate team members, and basketball players. We stand for their coaches, officials, and adjudicators. We stand for the drummers, football players, and actors. We stand for the golfers, singers, and swimmers. We stand as the national leader and advocate for these essential activities and all who participate in them and make them possible, because it is our purpose to ensure that high school students get to play, perform, and compete together. To learn more about who we are and what we stand for, visit nfhs.org.
And welcome back into the pregame show. We continue our march to the final Thursday Night Lights broadcast of the regular season here on the Varsity Wires Radio Network as Cy Woods and Bridgeland battle it out. Week 11 action. It's now time for our pregame visit with the first of the two head coaches we'll talk to tonight. We've got Jeremy Hickman, the head coach of the Cy Woods Wildcats. And Coach, first off, I guess, obviously in terms of playoffs and stuff like that, not the season y'all were hoping for this year, but at the same time, just as you get ready to play the last game of the campaign here, talk about what this team has meant to you, what you're the most proud of with these kids out here on the field in front of us.
This team means a lot to me. Being back to Cy Woods, coming from the beginning, it means a whole lot to me to be standing on this side of the sideline with these kids. And so to see them overcome losing their coach that they really liked and having success, and then me coming in and watching them buy into the stuff that we've done, bringing back the CATS pillars that we put into place in 2006, bringing back the 212 and really honing in on those things have been fun to watch our kids do that. Very proud of our seniors leading the way, very proud of our seniors meeting with me and buying in and trying to lead our team the right way. At the end of the day, my most proudest moment is watching these kids overcome the adversity that we faced, the trials, the tribulations, the injuries, the surgeries, and all the things that we faced. Our kids have came every game and competed every single game, and I'm very proud of that.
Talk about, it is, senior night 2, last game of the regular season. Expound a bit more on that senior class, because anytime a new coach comes in with, especially one that kids are not as familiar with as the guy they had before, there's always going to be that learning curve. There's always going to be adjustments. But talk about what these seniors specifically mean to this program and everything they've done since they got here to campus, and then welcoming you with open arms this year.
Yes, Team 18 seniors have been, a special group to be around. At this point in time, we got 37 seniors left on our team, and they've stuck with it. And again, as you said, Coach Semper did a great job. Did a great job with the program. I've been a fan of the program for a long time, so I've been able to watch that. And then coming in and being a little bit different than Coach Semper, it did kind of, as any program, your first year is going to be a little rough, especially coming after a successful campaign, and then the way we operate's differently. So you've got to create buy-in, you've got to meet with your seniors, and those guys have done a good job for the cards they were dealt to kind of hone in on what we do and hone in on the way we operate and make it our own. Kind of a little bit of mesh of those two. So meeting with them, they've been able to communicate with me, so we've kind of meshed together on a couple of things as how we operate. But at the end of the day, the seniors each week have gotten better. They've led the team. They've talked to the team. They've done a good job communicating with me, things that are going on and things that they think that we could do better, or things that we that we need to look at. And also, I talk to them about the same thing. These are things I need from you. These are the vocal things that I need for you to say for me. And they've done a good job leading that, especially our senior captains, Darren Rogers, Ty Sprunated, Tommy Strickland, and Ken Pickett. Those guys have done a wonderful job for me, meeting with me on a weekly basis and then trying to convey that message and spread it out throughout our team.
It's Bridgeland tonight. This is a team that is headed to the postseason, but at the same time, I'm sure there's nothing more than your kids would like to do to kind of knock them up a little bit before they head into the postseason and steal a win from them here today. But talk about this Bridgeland squad, what they bring on both sides of the ball. It makes them a tough program to deal with.
Watching them, again, being back in the Cy Fair district, as you get to this point in the year, our district knows everybody. The margins in our district are so small. The talent level is very equal around. Some people have this a little better than this, so on and so forth. But when I watch Bridgeland, I see the best coach team in the district. Guys who are where they're supposed to be, guys who do exactly what they're supposed to do. And they make the most of that. And I know last week, against Ranch, they had a few mistakes here and there, and you can't make mistakes against a very talented Ranch team. That team's a very good team as well. And so I know coming into this game, they're going to be ready to get that bad taste out of their mouth, and they're going to try to take it out on the Wildcats. But in turn, this is our last time suiting up as well. And so we want to give them a good match, and we feel like our kids had a great week of practice. With nothing other than pride to play for, they came and got after it. Very proud of the week of practice they've come in. Now let's come in, and we haven't played our best game yet, and that's what we've been focused on. Let's play our best game tonight and try to figure out one way or another to put a solid game together.
Final question for you, Coach, before I let you go. If you could sum it up for me, what are the biggest keys to a Cy Woods victory over Bridgeland tonight?
Defensively, turnovers and stops. We got to get stops. We got to get turnovers. Offensively, we need to win on first down, and we need to win on third down, and we need to maintain drives. We need to get consistent and maintain drives. And then see how we get it to halftime, and then let's make these adjustments and then come in the second half, guns a-blazing, and make it happen.
Coach, appreciate your time. Best of luck this night tonight.
Appreciate you. Thank you very much for having us.
We'll take another break here on the pregame show. When we come back, we continue along the pregame show here. Cy Woods and Bridgeland coming up tonight on the Varsity Wires Radio Network, presented by the Collette King Team.
Looking to buy or sell your home? Trust the Collette King Team with REMAX, bringing you over 25 years of real estate expertise right here in your community. From first-time buyers to luxury estates, Collette and her team know the market inside and out, and they'll guide you every step of the way. Because with the Collette King Team, it's more than real estate. It's about giving you the attention and care you deserve. From cottages to castles, expect the royal treatment with the Collette King Team.
Veteran owned and operated since 2003, Fire Reconstruction Inc. is the top choice for restoration services to commercial and residential properties caused by fire, water, storms, and mold. They handle the entire process from structure repair, roofing mitigation, packing out, storing, and cleaning contents to give you peace of mind. Fire Reconstruction Inc. has been vetted and are preferred vendors of most insurance companies and is a local business that supports the local community. Visit their website at fri24-7.com or give them a call at 281-859-3999. Fire Reconstruction Inc. Better than before.
Hello, Copperfield. The Wrap and Mail Room is your go-to place for wrapping, packing, and shipping. When you need UPS, FedEx, US Mail, or DHL, we'll find the most affordable and reliable option to meet your needs. Looking for notary or private mailbox, maybe holiday gift wrapping? We've got you covered. Find us at 7710 Cherry Park Drive, right in the heart of Copperfield. The Wrap and Mail Room is here for you. Packed with care, we'll get it there.
When Houston needs glass, Houston calls Northwest Glass and Mirror. From custom shower doors to sleek mirrors, from residential windows to commercial storefronts, we do it all with expert craftsmanship and hometown care. Family owned, trusted for over 40 years, and always standing behind our work. Northwest Glass and Mirror. Quality, clarity, and service you can see. Call today or visit us online. Northwest Glass and Mirror, Houston's clear choice.
Have you noticed bad behavior has become normalized at interscholastic athletic events? Some fans seem angry. They lack civility toward one another. Some even get aggressive and unruly. Time out! What is going on? This has to stop. Let's not forget, school sports aren't just about winning. And they're definitely not an excuse to take your frustrations out on the official or the opponent. They're about teaching lessons like perseverance, respect, and empathy, so students can learn and grow as people, not just as players. We all have a role to play in setting a good example for our students and teaching them these important values. So fans, it's time to step up your game and behave positively at interscholastic athletic events in Texas.
This message presented by the UIL and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
We are the NFHS. That stands for the National Federation of State High School Associations. But really, what we stand for, together with the UIL, are the 825,000 high school sports and performing arts students in Texas. And so we stand. We stand for the runners, debate team members, and basketball players. We stand for their coaches, officials, and adjudicators. We stand for the drummers, football players, and actors. We stand for the golfers, singers, and swimmers. We stand as the national leader and advocate for these essential activities and all who participate in them and make them possible. Because it is our purpose to ensure that high school students get to play, perform, and compete together. To learn more about who we are and what we stand for, visit nfhs.org.
Welcome back into the pregame show, continuing our countdown to this Week 11 matchup between Cy Woods and Bridgeland. Final week of the regular season here in the Texas high school football landscape. And as we continue along the pregame show here on the Varsity Wires Radio Network, presented by the Collette King Team, it's now time to talk with the head coach of the Bridgeland Bears, Lonnie Madison. And Coach, first off, I know you go back to the beginning of the season, and there was the wonder if you could become the first team to ever four-peat a district title. Doesn't end up working out that way, but you're still in the playoffs. Still a lot to play for as the postseason gets underway, and one final game here before the postseason gets going. What are you the most proud of with your kids, your team, your staff this year in terms of what they've accomplished this season?
I think it's been just a really selfless team. A lot of fun to coach each day. They come out ready to practice. A lot of fun to be around. Everybody's, in it for the team, in it for Bridgeland, the high school, the community. So, that's what I think I'll remember the most about this particular team is what they do for each other and how much it means to them to be a part of this Bridgeland football team.
When you look at, final regular season game, so final regular season game for a lot of these seniors, what does this senior class mean specifically, if you could expound on them a little bit and what they've brought to this program, the 4 years that they've spent here at Bridgeland and everything they've done? I mean, for a lot of them, they have 3 district championships. They're going to have 4 playoff appearances by the time it's all said and done. This is a pretty accomplished senior class that you've got.
Yeah, it's a fantastic group, and I haven't had them for 4 straight years, but a lot of these seniors were freshmen when I came in March, of their freshman year. So been with them for a long haul now, and they've done everything we've asked. They've worked their tail off. They've been great teammates. They've accomplished a lot. We've won a lot of football games, like you said, 2 district championships and 3 straight playoffs, and so they've got a lot to be proud of as they close out their senior year. Hopefully we got more weeks to go, but they've done a lot since they've been in the program.
Cy Woods tonight, this is a team that I think is coming into the season had some high expectations, and for one thing or another, one small play here, a couple injury bugs there, it hasn't really gone their way this year. That being said, what does Coach Hickman do well over there? What does this team do well on both sides of the ball that is going to make them a challenge to play against tonight?
Yeah, if you watch, and I mean, you can just look at their scores. They've been in every single game. They've had tight games and shoulda, coulda, wouldas against Waller, and played tight games against Cy Ranch. So they play defense really well. They do a fantastic job on defense. They're physical. They tackle. Their coaches do a great job scheme-wise. And then offensively, they've got a quarterback who can create and make plays. I think they got a couple running backs that run hard and do a great job. So, they've had some tough losses, but they've been in every game, and they're a very competitive football team, and we know it's going to be a challenge tonight.
Final question for you, Coach. If you could sum it up for me, what are the biggest keys to a Bridgeland win this evening against Cy Woods?
Yeah, we just got to come out and start fast. Last week, we didn't start fast. We need to get off to a good start on offense and get some explosive plays early. Need to take care of the football, limit our turnovers, and then defensively, we need to come out and get stops and try to create some turnovers. It's a simple game, and we just need to come out and start faster than what we did the previous week.
Coach, appreciate your time. Best of luck tonight.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
It's Lonnie Madison, head coach of the Bridgeland Bears. We'll take another break here on the pregame show. This is the Varsity Wires Radio Network, presented by the Collette King Team.
Looking to buy or sell your home? Trust the Collette King Team with REMAX, bringing you over 25 years of real estate expertise right here in your community. From first-time buyers to luxury estates, Collette and her team know the market inside and out, and they'll guide you every step of the way. Because with the Collette King Team, it's more than real estate. It's about giving you the attention and care you deserve. From cottages to castles, expect the royal treatment with the Collette King Team.
Veteran-owned and operated since 2003, Fire Reconstruction, Inc. is the top choice for restoration services to commercial and residential properties caused by fire, water, storms, and mold. They handle the entire process from structure repair, roofing mitigation, packing out, storing, and cleaning contents to give you peace of mind. Fire Reconstruction, Inc. has been vetted and are preferred vendors of most insurance companies and is a local business that supports the local community. Visit their website at fri24-7.com or give them a call at 281-859-3999. Fire Reconstruction, Inc. Better than before.
Hello, Copperfield. The Wrap and Mail Room is your go-to place for wrapping, packing, and shipping. When you need UPS, FedEx, US Mail, or DHL, we'll find the most affordable and reliable option to meet your needs. Looking for notary or private mailbox, maybe holiday gift wrapping? We've got you covered. Find us at 7710 Cherry Park Drive, right in the heart of Copperfield. The Wrap and Mail Room is here for you. Packed with care, we'll get it there.
When Houston needs glass, Houston calls Northwest Glass and Mirror. From custom shower doors to sleek mirrors, from residential windows to commercial storefronts, we do it all with expert craftsmanship and hometown care. Family owned, trusted for over 40 years, and always standing behind our work. Northwest Glass and Mirror. Quality, clarity, and service you can see. Call today or visit us online. Northwest Glass and Mirror, Houston's clear choice.
Have you noticed bad behavior has become normalized at interscholastic athletic events? Some fans seem angry. They lack civility toward one another. Some even get aggressive and unruly. Time out! What is going on? This has to stop. Let's not forget, school sports aren't just about winning. And they're definitely not an excuse to take your frustrations out on the official or the opponent. They're about teaching lessons like perseverance, respect, and empathy, so students can learn and grow as people, not just as players. We all have a role to play in setting a good example for our students and teaching them these important values. So fans, it's time to step up your game and behave positively at interscholastic athletic events in Texas.
This message presented by the UIL and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
We are the NFHS. That stands for the National Federation of State High School Associations. But really, what we stand for, together with the UIL, are the 825,000 high school sports and performing arts students in Texas. And so we stand. We stand for the runners, debate team members, and basketball players. We stand for their coaches, officials, and adjudicators. We stand for the drummers, football players, and actors. We stand for the golfers, singers, and swimmers. We stand as the national leader and advocate for these essential activities and all who participate in them and make them possible, because it is our purpose to ensure that high school students get to play, perform, and compete together. To learn more about who we are and what we stand for, visit nfhs.org.
Attention high school sports fans, are you an armchair official? You know, the parent or fan who constantly yells at the referees and loves to let everyone know just how bad you think they are. Well, if you think you could do better, then get in the game and prove it. It's time for you to suit up and make the calls where they actually count. Every sport in Texas needs more officials. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
Timeout.
All right. Remember, we're a team that plays together. Listen, the winning will take care of itself. We just have to get everyone involved.
In interscholastic sports, we celebrate what makes every one of us unique. And in the pursuit of a common goal, everyone in the huddle, in the bleachers, and in the community comes together. This message presented by the UIL and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
What's the biggest myth about interscholastic performing arts? That you have to be the most talented or experienced to participate. The truth is, anyone can be a part of their school's performing arts. There are countless opportunities for students to participate, from theater, choir, and band to speech and debate. The bottom line, if you want to perform, there's a place for you.
This message presented by the NFHS and the UIL.
Why are interscholastic sports called the last classroom of the day? Because they teach students important life lessons like teamwork, accountability, and perseverance. School sports are so much more than a game. They're about developing the whole person. That's why they're an essential part of every student's education.
Encourage your student to participate in the last classroom of the day. Interscholastic sports in Texas. This message presented by the UIL and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
National anthem done here at Cy Fair FCU Stadium. Just about ready to get this game underway. It is a suddenly very breezy night here. We are outside of our booth, so we were exposed to the elements today. And it was it felt great all day, Mac, for the most part. Maybe a little on the toasty side, but then the sun went down and the wind picked up.
Man.
We're getting gusts of about 20 miles per hour right now. Consistently, it's in the 7 to 10 mile per hour range, so it's gotten a little breezy up here. You can probably hear it to a degree through our crowd mic at the moment, but we'll do our best to talk over it and bring you coverage of tonight's game and what are fast-changing conditions here on this Thursday night.
We just don't need any rain up here, Zach. We've got all of our notes securely taped down to the table, and don't get too close to the rail. I don't want this wind to lift us off over the top of the rail here.
There's already been a couple times in the pregame where I've been just ready to start flying out of Kansas and ending up on the yellow brick road somewhere.
Dude, we got out here, and you're right. The sun went down and the wind came up. It sounds like a Riding the Storm Out song by R.E.O. Speedwagon, if you've ever heard that one. But we got out here. It was a beautiful day. I mean, even walking into the stadium today, not that big of a deal. Nice and warm and easy. But, man, that wind started kicking up, and it's making me a little soft.
So the two teams meeting at the 50-yard line here for the coin toss. Cy Woods, the designated home team today, so they're going to rock the crimson jerseys. White numbers front and back trimmed in gold. They got the gold helmets, the red and white stripe going down the center of it with the Wildcat W on either side. White pants today for Cy Woods. Bridgeland, the road teams, they're wearing their road whites. It's going to be orange numbers front and back trimmed in blue. Orange pants today, the orange helmets with the white face mask, the blue and white stripe down the middle, and the Bridgeland B with the paw on either side of the helmets. Cy Woods wins the toss. They elect to defer, and Bridgeland will receive on the north end zone with the wind in their face to start this game. So that is how things will get going on what's going to be the final Thursday Night Lights broadcast of the regular season. Some breaking news has not been announced yet until me speaking at this moment. We're going to have the Cy Lakes versus Cy Springs game tomorrow night.
Wow, that's going to be a dandy.
On the Varsity Wires Radio Network. So we're going to step into Friday Night Lights a little bit.
I tell you what, I love that.
It's a big game because basically winner goes to the playoffs.
Isn't that crazy? I mean, isn't that nuts? It's coming down to the last game of the season. Langham Creek had the destiny, man. They were playing Lakes. They won that game. They could have been the guy that's going to get that 4-hole spot, maybe with a little bit of help.
Yep.
But tomorrow night, that's going to be a dandy, Zach.
It's basically, if Cy Lakes wins, they clinch their first playoff spot in school history. If Cy Springs wins, then they need a Langham Creek loss against Cy Ranch on Saturday to clinch a spot. So it's not the perfect coin toss, win and you're in type game, because Cy Springs does need a little bit of help on Saturday.
I think the game for Langham Creek and Springs, that they go after each other, that last game is similar to this last game, because you talk about Cy Woods, what do they got to play for? You know what they got to play for? Being the spoiler.
Yep.
We took those guys down in the last game of the season, man, and that's the same thing Langham Creek wants to do to, oh my gosh, in that game, that would be a huge win for those boys.
Yep. We're matched up with TV tonight, so that means we have a commercial coordinator who's holding up the game at the moment, standing at the 20. The 20-mile-per-hour wind gusts are at the back of the Cy Woods kicker. There's Benjamin Shipley, by the way, doing the kicking for the Wildcats. Looks like we are good to go. Shipley to tee this one off from the 40. Week 11 is underway. This kickoff is not even going to graze the end zone. It is out of the back of it without even a hop.
Boy, right in the edge of that wind, taking that all. Hey, nice catch by the ball. Looks like the ball boy back there at the back of the end zone.
Yep, made it perfect. Would have been a perfect fair catch had he been a participant in tonight's game. Instead, he's just the ball boy. So
5 yards deep out of the end zone.
Yep. So Bridgeland will start this drive from their own 25-yard line here, breaking their huddle. First time we've seen Bridgeland on the Varsity Wires Radio Network since week 1, the debut game of this new little operation here.
God, can you imagine we're already week 11? That's crazy, Zach.
It's nuts.
Yeah.
Beagle is the quarterback. He takes the snap. It's going to be a handoff, trying to fight towards the left side and actually going to lose a yard on the play on the carry that time by Cash Schwab. So he'll go backwards, and it's going to be second down and 11.
Boy, Pernetta Price came in over there and made a good job. He was getting blocked by the offensive line, pushed him right back into him. That big old boy, he was able to take his hand and at least stay with him long enough to make some type of grab on that stop.
So back at it here are the Bears. 2nd down and 11. Beagle takes the snap. He's going to roll out, throws this one on the run. Has a man there. A sliding catch made at the 31-yard line that time by Jackson Ewing. He's going to be short of a first down, though, by about 4 yards as he picks up 6 on that play.
A little bit of a rush in that pass. Ewing was wide open, and he actually threw it right there at his ankle. He did a nice job actually going to the turf and picking that one up. But, my goodness, there was no one around him. There was another 8 yards on top of that play just waiting to happen.
Check that, a gain of 7, so it's 3rd down and 4 here for Bridgeland. Bears going 4 wide. They send a man in motion from right to left. Takes the snap. Beagle dropping back to throw. Has a ton of time. Throws it over the middle. That one's going to be caught. A big collision right at the 35-yard line. That is exactly the line to gain, though. Making the catch that time was Henry Soyne, and he got lit up by Ryan McKnight.
Boy, Thomas and Strickland came in there, and Ryan McKnight, as soon as he caught that ball and made one turn to go upfield, there's McKnight with, how you doing? And I mean, stopped him dead in his tracks and knocked him straight down. And McKnight came back, beating that chest a little bit, and he should have.
Soyne actually comes off the field here, though. Check on him after that pop. So in the meantime, it'll be a 3-receiver spread here with a tight end for Bridgeland on 1st down and 10. Takes the snap. It's going to be a handoff, and slipping in the backfield that time was Micah Stevens, the wide receiver who they tried to kind of get the ball to on a jet sweep and just lost his footing. The turf monster got him back at the 32-yard line. It's a loss of 3, 2nd and 13.
That turf monster, he's a bad dude sometimes, man. We're coming through there, and you find him every often on these games. Tice Pineda did a nice job breaking through. Right before he slipped, Pineda was right there in his grill, breaking through that offensive line, ready to make a stop as well.
So 2nd down and 13 now as we roll under 10 minutes to play in the opening quarter. Takes the snap. Beagle zone read. Going to keep it himself and going to try and tuck it and run. He'll get a yard out of it before he is taken down on the play. Jaden Ogletree forced him out of the pocket before a number we don't have was able to take him down. 48 on the tackle. He is not on our roster today.
Oh, man. Well, Henry Soyne, I mean, he was the guy that was open for the receiver. Needed just a little bit more time to cut that loose, but that pocket absolutely collapsed on top of him.
3rd down and 12. Wildcats bringing blitz. They get almost in there uninterrupted. They get the screen off, though. It is complete. This is going to be very close to a 1st down off of the screen catch by Stevens. Let's see where they mark him. He may have the 1st down. Let's see. Yeah, he is going to be a couple yards short at the 43-yard line. Brings up 4th down and 2. Let's see what Bridgeland likes to do. It looks like they're going to bring the punting unit on.
Well, wisely, too. They're going to be kicking right into the wind. Big-time 3rd down stop there for the Wildcats, and them kicking this into the wind from their own 45-yard line. So, good opportunity for the Wildcats so far coming into this 1st quarter.
McKnight back deep to receive as this punt will go directly into this strong breeze that is picked up here at Cy Fair FCU Stadium. And now we get whistles and maybe a delay of game on Bridgeland.
Delay of game. Offense number 91.
And it is a delay of game, so Colton Urban, the guilty party. Here's the snap. It's a high one over his head, and this could be disastrous. There's a scramble for it. It's in the end zone. Cy Woods falls on it. Touchdown, Wildcats. Keon Pickett fell on it in the end zone. And it's 6-0 Wildcats off a botched snap by the Bears special teams unit.
Just to give you a little bit of an idea of how windy it is, he put some pop on that snap back to his kicker, and that thing just rode the wind over his head. He went up and elevated, tried to pull that thing in, and it was a track race going after that rock in the end zone. Nice composure of coming up with that ball with Pickett. Usually sometimes they'll fall on it, they'll kick it through the back of the end zone, but man, good job of maintaining himself.
Shipley for the extra point to make it a 7-0 game, and Cy Woods jumped early.
Penalty markers down.
So This will turn it into a longer extra point if they rule that it was Cy Woods who jumped first. There's a conference of officials going on, though, at about the 8-yard line, seeing if maybe Bridgeland caused Cy Woods to jump.
Offside. Defense number 94.
And it is going to be on Bridgeland, so they'll actually move it closer to about the 1.5-yard line. A lot of times you'll see NFL teams go for 2 in this situation, though they're not obviously kicking extra points from inside the 5 like they used to.
Or a team like this just declining it. You know, just give me a little bit more opportunity to work a little bit in the field.
They're still going to go for the extra point here. Snap down, kick up, kick on the way. Kick is off the dead center of the scoreboard. And good. That kid's got a leg.
It does.
And so we have played a few minutes here in this game. There's 8:40 to go in the first quarter. It's 7-0 Wildcats off a special teams play. This is the Varsity Wires Radio Network presented by the Collette King Team.
Looking to buy or sell your home? Trust the Collette King Team with REMAX, bringing you over 25 years of real estate expertise right here in your community. From first-time buyers to luxury estates, Collette and her team know the market inside and out, and they'll guide you every step of the way. Because with the Collette King Team, it's more than real estate. It's about giving you the attention and care you deserve. From cottages to castles, expect the royal treatment with the Collette King Team.
7-0 Wildcats early as the wind continues to howl at Cy Fair FCU Stadium. They lead the Bridgeland Bears off of a botched snap on a punt attempt for Bridgeland, and so that is where we sit. Cy Woods' offense yet to see the field, and yet they lead at 7-0.
I mean, I got deja vu. We just got here about 2 minutes and 2 minutes 20 seconds ago, but we're 3:20 ago, and again, that snap back there. No one needs to ridicule the deep snapper. That kid did a great job getting the ball back. It was just high. The wind just rode that thing out of reach.
Here's the kickoff, and again, this thing will be not even close to being returnable out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So Bridgeland will have their second offensive drive of the game, still looking for their first points as they went for the punt last time, but as we've mentioned ad nauseum, the high snap resulting in points for the Wildcats. So Bridgeland finds themselves down 7-0 with 8:40 to play here in the first quarter.
Boy, you know, if you're Coach Hickman and you're coming out with points like that on that first drive, you've got to that's just got to charge your momentum battery up for the entire team.
Beagle takes the snap, throws it, quick route, caught at the 30 and taken down, fighting his way with the pile all the way to the first down marker. Very solid pickup of 11 that time by Jackson Ewing. Pickett, who had that special teams fell on the ball in the end zone off that special teams miscue with the tackle. 1st and 10 from the 36-yard line here for Beagle and company. He'll walk up and talk to his offensive line. Now backs back up into the shotgun at the 30. Beagle, hard count, takes the snap. Going to be a handoff, and Schwab not getting very far. Maybe just a yard on the play, trying to hit the A-gap at 2nd down and 9.
Just kind of stuffed right there in the middle of it. That's the mystery man, number 48. We're going to come up with a really cool name for that guy since he's not on the roster, but he's made 2 big plays already. We'll figure that one out by halftime and at least identify the young man.
2nd down and 9. 4 receiver spread here for Bridgeland. 2 on either side as they move from left to right on your radio dial. Takes the snap, play action, rolling out, getting away from one tackle as Beagle throws this one across the field, and it's intercepted. Taken at the 40, still going to the 30, on his feet, 25, and pushed out of bounds at the 22-yard line. Thomas and Strickland with the interception, and Cy Woods is rolling here early.
I mean, when you're forced to run right and throw back against your body, things usually don't go in your favor, and this is a good example of it. Pulling that interception up and tucking it down through the left side, and right there at the sideline, you saw Jaden Ogletree come up making that fantastic block. I'm kind of surprised they didn't give him a flag on that one, just kind of blindsiding him, but man, he made a great block to free his player for another 5-6 yards.
Now Darian Rogers in at quarterback here, playing just his second game back since missing 3 due to injury. This will be a handoff, and not going very far is Corey McKenzie, the sophomore running back. He will get 2 on the play to the 21.
Boy, Jackson Payne did a great job doing an open field tackle and grabbing him around the ankles and taking him down. That was the only person in front of him. If he doesn't make that play, that's an easy 8 yards.
Approaching 7 minutes to play here in the first quarter, and a 7-0 Wildcats lead over Bridgeland. Rogers takes the snap. He's going to throw, looking, tons of time, steps up in the pocket, avoids 1 tackle, still running out, throws on the run. There's a man there. Was it caught? Yes, it was at the 4. No, they're saying incomplete. Incomplete. Intended target was Nico Tremusini, and it looked like for a second he made a spectacular catch in traffic, but it's incomplete.
It looked like he had a defender on his back taking him for a ride, too. I mean, I'm surprised they didn't throw the interference flag. I'm watching it from 142 yards away here, Zach, but man, it looked like he had a defender on top of it.
So 3rd down now and 9 for the Wildcats.
I would hate to have to tackle Darian Rogers. That is a bowl of man.
Big man as he takes the snap, drops back, looking, throws this one down the field. There is a man. It is caught. Touchdown, Cy Woods. 21 yards. He goes right back to Nico Tremusini, who this time hauls it in, and it's 13-0 Wildcats with 6:38 to play in the first.
I got a chance to watch this kid play early in the season, and when we're interviewing one of the coaches talking about him, he's like, nobody wants to tackle that kid. I'm sitting there looking at him. He is a round, powerful person, and coming back last week from that injury, man, he looked 100%. He looks good early.
So just like that, Cy Woods, who again 1-5 in district play, Bridgeland is 4-2. Trying to end their season on a high note here. Still a lot of football to play, but it's 14-0 after the extra point is good. 6:38 to play in the first quarter. Wildcats in front on the Varsity Wires Radio Network, presented by the Collette King Team. Veteran owned and operated since 2003, Fire Reconstruction Inc. is the top choice for restoration services to commercial and residential properties caused by fire, water, storms, and mold. They handle the entire process from structure repair, roofing mitigation, packing out, storing, and cleaning contents to give you peace of mind. Fire Reconstruction Inc. has been vetted and are preferred vendors of most insurance companies and is a local business that supports the local community. Visit their website at fri24-7.com or give them a call at 281-859-3999. Fire Reconstruction Inc. Better than before. It is all Cy Woods early. Little surprising. The Wildcats in front, 14-0 on Bridgeland. 6:38 to play in the first quarter as the winds continue to howl here at Cy Fair FCU Stadium on this Thursday night. Final Thursday Night Lights broadcast of the year for us here.
We got the early spoiler alert out. We don't know if that's going to hold up or not, but no one expected 14 points in the first quarter.
Nope. Well, maybe they did from one team, but not the one that scored them.
Oh, yeah, right. You're right about that. And Darian Rogers, we're talking about the break. When we saw him earlier, you know, being out for quite some time, he looks stronger, or maybe he's bigger or well-fed or whatever it is. But he looks so graceful out there running the football and developing those plays. That little sidearm sling that he threw for that completion, I mean, as graceful as can be, like he was playing catch out in the field with one of his buddies. Looked awesome.
So Shipley has it teed up for what is his third kickoff of the first quarter here. Started the game after the special teams touchdown for Cy Woods, and then after the offensive touchdown for Cy Woods. And again, 14-0 Wildcats here. Kicking with the wind at his back. None of these kicks have even been remotely returnable. Swings his leg at this one. Neither will that one. About halfway through the end zone, it takes the snap, takes a skip, and goes out of bounds. And so it'll be, again, 1st and 10 for Bridgeland from their own 25-yard line.
Hey, you want a stat, Zach? Want an early stat? An irrelevant stat?
Hit me.
So the first kickoff he had was 62 yards.
Okay.
The second kickoff was 58 yards, and that one was 56 yards. I don't know what that means, but they were 2 yards less, all three. Either he's getting tired early because he's slinging that leg so hard, or the winds died down, or I just don't have anything to talk about.
quick throw to the outside here and caught and taken up to about the 34-yard line that time is Micaiah Stevens. And an injured Cy Woods player, Kevin Cooper, he comes off the field under his own power but with a healthy limp. And now 2nd and 1 after a 9-yard gain. Bridgeland will line it back up here. Tight end in this set, 3 receiver spread, 2 of them on the left side of the offensive line. Handoff, no play action. Going to be a nice RPO play to get up to the 41 for a gain of 7 that time.
Boy, great play action pass coming in there and just having that slant route and coming in and making that stop with Zachary Nicholas, and he just lit him up as well. These defensive backs, they're a little bit pumped up tonight here for the Wildcat team.
1st and 10 from the 41-yard line for Bridgeland after converting there on 2nd and 1. This time they're going to go trips to the right side with a tight end in the set. Beagle claps, takes the snap, handoff. Schwab trying to create some space and will be lucky just to get a yard on this play to the 42. A lot of Wildcats flying in there to combine for the stop at 2nd and 9.
Just plug that hole. Jaden Ogletree was your first guy on the scene for that defense and just took him and just absorbed the power of the running back and just took him straight back on his shoulder pads and slammed his helmet right into the turf.
So 2nd down and 9 for Bridgeland here. Takes the snap. Beagle drops back under heat, but gets it off, and it's going to be caught tiptoeing the sidelines as Schwab, the running back. He'll get to the 47, make it the 48-yard line. So gain of 6 on the play. It'll bring up 3rd down and 3 here for Bridgeland.
Boy, Beagle did a nice job getting that one out. There was a lot of pressure coming right in front of him. He was on his back heel before he finally cut that one off, and Ryan McKnight did a great job from a defensive back covering a tremendous amount of ground to limit the yards after catch.
3rd down and 3, 4:21 and counting to play here in the first quarter. 2 running backs in this set for for Beagle, who hands it off to Schwab, who is not going to get the first down. No, second effort fell forward. Wow, he looked dead to rights right at the line of scrimmage, but kept churning those legs and turns what was going to be no gain into a gain of 4, and it moves the chains for the Bears.
About a half second away from that official blowing that whistle after he gets stood up on that stop. But boy, did Cash do a great job of keeping that powerful legs going on his side.
I had a couple fullbacks in that set too, or tight ends, or well, it's all hybrid these days, as they'll check out and they'll get a couple more speedsters into this package. 4 receiver set for Bridgeland on this play. They'll send the biggest of those in motion, the tight end, who is playing as a receiver, and this pass batted up in the air. It's picked off again. Went straight up in the air. That was Keon Pickett who got a hand on it. It went right up the elevator shaft, and who has the interception this time? Again, it is Thomason Strickland. His 2nd pick of the game.
Boy, and Strickland's in the right place at the right time. That ball's just hanging in the air after it's deflected, and he's waiting for it to come down. I was waiting for him to get hit before he could pick it up. But you talk about great pressure and getting your hands up and getting a mid on it.
And check that, it was actually Tice Pruneda on the interception, 8 instead of 9. And my goodness, just like that, Cy Woods is in business here. Going to be a handoff to the running back. He's got space. Look out. Running up the middle. Cutting back to the right. Still going. 30, 20, 15. Got one man to beat. Fights through one-arm tackle and is finally slung down at the 5-yard line. Frank Gomez, the senior running back, with a huge gain down to the 5-yard line inside of Bridgeland territory.
If you don't think this offensive line for this Wildcat team aren't pumped up right now watching this defense do what they do, they're like, we are not going to let the other side of this football team down. We're going to do everything we possibly can. What a great hole on the right side for that running back.
1st and goal from the 5. Another handoff and running, churning, and folded up by a sleuth of Bears to the 2-yard line is Frank Gomez.
Brady Hollis coming in and making the stop for the Bears. You're thinking about that drive from Bridgeland Bears coming back the other way. They got over the hump on that 3rd drive, that 3rd down conversion that they needed, that they couldn't do the last 2 times, only to get that ball picked off after they get past that hump.
2 tight ends in this set here, and it's going to be a direct snap. Keeper for the quarterback, who's in for a touchdown. 2-yard score for the big man. Darian Rogers, the QB, takes it in himself. It's 20-0 Wildcats with 2:25 to play in the first.
How about Darian Rogers? I'm going to keep talking about that kid. I'm going to have to go down there and talk to him after the game. He's got a head of steam coming through that left side, and I think everyone's like, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I would hit you at the 1-yard line, but I would probably fall down 3 yards into the end zone. I'm good.
Shipley for the extra point. Snap a little low, but corralled nonetheless. And again, the football just took a square out of the video board. We got an out panel on the board.
Oh, my gosh.
It's 21-0 with 2:25 to play. That's how strong that kid's leg is.
Students beware.
Look out for Benjamin Shipley. He's made it a 21-0 game with 2:25 to play in the first quarter. Cy Woods in front. This is the Varsity Wires Radio Network, presented by the Collette King Team.
When Houston needs glass, Houston calls Northwest Glass and Mirror. From custom shower doors to sleek mirrors, from residential windows to commercial storefronts, we do it all with expert craftsmanship and hometown care. Family owned, trusted for over 40 years, and always standing behind our work. Northwest Glass and Mirror. Quality, clarity, and service you can see. Call today or visit us online. Northwest Glass and Mirror, Houston's clear choice.
Strickland on to kick this one away here for Shipley, to kick this one away for Cy Woods. It's 21-0 Wildcats with 2:25 to play here. It has been all Cy Woods. They have a score on a special teams play, a bad snap by Bridgeland on a punt that resulted in a touchdown for Cy Woods, then 2 interceptions and 2 offensive touchdowns off of them. Here's the kickoff from Shipley, and that one lands maybe a yard further than it did on the last kickoff. All of them have been unreturnable, and the touchback results in a 1st and 25 or 1st and 10 from the 25 for Bridgeland.
So right now you're over there on the sidelines. You're Lonnie Madison, and you're talking to your team. Look, all right. Everyone just stop what you're doing and relax. We've made some mistakes. We can't go back. We can't fix them, but they're very fixable problems. We need to execute our offense. We need to sustain a drive, get past this 50-yard line. But they finally got over that hurdle on that 3rd down play, but they've just got to relax and do what they do best and put a drive together.
Beagle takes the snap. He's rolling out right, cuts away from 1 tackle and could not get past the 2nd. Folded up by a pair of Wildcats at the 28-yard line. Gain of 3 on the play. One of the players involved there was Aiden Habe.
Ogletree coming over, making the stop there for the Wildcats, doing a good job of really taking the space out of that run. He is a quick back. I mean, he did a nice job of covering some serious ground.
So 2nd down and 7 here as we approach the 1.5-minute mark of the first quarter. 21-0 Wildcats. 2nd down and 7. Beagle takes the snap, handoff. Schwab, he's got a little bit of space, enough for a 1st down off left tackle, and gets taken down at the 38-yard line. So a gain of 10 on the play, and it'll move the chains for Bridgeland.
That's what Bridgeland has to do to get back in the game right now. Just continue to give me my 4 and my 5-yard gain. Give me my little slant route. And let's just take our time. Let's run about 10 plays, put this thing in the end zone, and let's be within 2 scores.
1st down and 10 now. From the 38-yard line here for Bridgeland. Takes the snap. Schwab off right tackle. He's got a lot of space. Look out. 40. Still going. 30, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown. Bridgeland. And the Bears needed that. 62 yards to the house for Cash Schwab.
Boy, Schwab, he really showed his speed on top of that one. Great block on the right side by Braden Ramage. Ramage comes up and just clears the hole for Cash to come through that line. And, man, he just took that sucker to the house. He got on that gallop going about the last 20 yards. Looked like a gallop as he was taking that thing into the end zone.
Grayson Geisler on for the extra point. It's good. So 54 seconds still to play in the first quarter, and offenses reign supreme at the moment. It's 21-7 Wildcats on the Varsity Wires Radio Network, presented by the Collette King Team.
Attention high school sports fans, are you an armchair official? You know, the parent or fan who constantly yells at the referees and loves to let everyone know just how bad you think they are. Well, if you think you could do better, then get in the game and prove it. It's time for you to suit up and make the calls where they actually count. Every sport in Texas needs more officials. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
So Bridgeland finally on the board here early in this contest, or in the later stages of the first quarter. 54 seconds left to play. 21-7.
You look at those last three possessions, and it's not like you can say, hey, offensive line step up or running back step up. It really wasn't that. It was bad luck on the snap. It was a defensive player with his hands up in there to deflect that one ball, and it may be a bad decision by a quarterback, but overall, the offensive line has stepped up beautifully for this Bears team.
Hooch kick fielded that time well by Eli Jandas as he makes the fair catch signal. And so it'll be 1st and 10 for Cy Woods from the 35-yard line. 54 seconds still to play here.
I'm anxious to watch Rogers get back out there on the field, do his thing. A little non-traditional of this game, but an official kickoff to him. So he gets to start his offense from the 35 like a regular football team. So let's see what Rogers has to offer us here.
He'll come out with 3 receivers, a tight end, and a running back in the pistol here. Rogers claps, handoff, and a bowl over that time right up the middle is Corey McKenzie on the carry. That's a solid gain of 3, 2nd down and 7, as losing his bucket there was Trace Mullion, and he'll have to check out for a play.
Like those old Rock'em Sock'em robots, when you come in there and you get hit right in the chin and your helmet just pops straight off on you.
Takes the snap. This is going to be another handoff to the same running back, and he'll keep his legs churning to make this a 3rd down and 1, as Corey McKenzie again with a pretty healthy carry that time.
Boy, and Wade Thompson did a nice job of pulling him down, but coming through the line after that contact, just turning himself completely to 180 and backing it in for another 3 yards.
3rd down and 1. Cy Woods is going to run one final play here in the 3rd quarter. Some nice patience and a 1st down. Needed 1, got 2 that time from McKenzie as the sleuth of Bears takes him down there, but not before he gets the 1st down, and that will end the 1st quarter. So we've played 1 here at Cy Fair FCU Stadium, and it's entertaining so far. Cy Woods in front, 21-7 on the Varsity Wires Radio Network, presented by the Collette King Team.
Timeout.
All right. Remember, we're a team that plays together. Listen, the winning will take care of itself. We just have to get everyone involved.
In interscholastic sports, we celebrate what makes every one of us unique. And in the pursuit of a common goal, everyone in the huddle, in the bleachers, and in the community comes together. This message presented by the UIL and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
Start of the 2nd quarter here at Cy Fair FCU Stadium, as Cy Woods up 21-7. The wind continuing to pick up here at Cy Fair FCU Stadium. Gusts of up to 20 miles per hour. It's pretty consistent in the 7 to 10 mile per hour range. And
our spotter said howling.
Howling. We're going to go with howling.
I think we're still close to Halloween. Yeah, it's howling. It's howling.
Start of the 2nd quarter here. Both teams break their huddles on the sideline, and so it'll be 1st down and 10 for Darian Rogers and Cy Woods. 3 receivers and a tight end in this set as they now move from left to right. Takes the snap. Rogers throws it out route, caught past the 50, and slung down at the 49-yard line inside Bridgeland territory off that catch from Holden Swick, the junior, gain of 5, 2nd and 5.
Boy, Nicholas Bright doing a good job being right there on top of him, putting his arms right around him, takes him for a little bit of a dance and slings him right there out of bounds at midfield.
30 seconds into the second quarter here as Rogers gets the call in, looks at his wristband on his left arm to get the play call, now barks out signals. Talks to his running back for a second, gets him in position, shotgun formation. They send a receiver in motion from left to right. This is going to be a zone read handoff, and what a move there to evade what would have been a loss on the play. That was Corey McKenzie on the carry. He had a nice little dipsy doodle there to avoid being tackled by Ulrich Truman in the backfield. Instead turns it into a 3-yard gain and what could have been a 5-yard loss.
Boy, I didn't know if they were going to let it go or not, but almost I thought the quarterback was going to keep it. Jackson Payne, nice job stepping back into it and making the play, but that should have been a tackle for loss. They picked up 3 out of it.
3rd down and 2 here for Cy Woods. Rogers sends the tight end in motion from right to left. This is going to be a keeper, and Rogers is not going to get it. He's going to lose a yard on the play. It was a zone read that the quarterback kept that never fully developed. Coming up with the tackle that time was Gavin Almond, and so it'll be the first punt of the game for Cy Woods. 4th down and 4.
So we'll see how this punting unit handles this snap with the wind at their back. We saw the last result of this play on the other team, but the offensive line, they just could not hold up on that last play. There were so many Bears on top of that offense.
Shipley to punt this one away here for Cy Woods. Got to watch out for that wind on these long snaps. The snap here is good. The kick is into the wind. It's a spiral heading towards the sideline and kind of a half sort of shank in a way. The wind may have had something to do with it. Let's see where the official marks this. He is still going. And he will stop at the 29-yard line, so not the best flip of the field for Cy Woods punting into that wind.
Yeah, we're going to call that a shank. It didn't look like it was missed that far from where we stand here. I thought he was going to get it maybe at the 18, 20-yard line, but boy, that official just kept on coming up.
And so, 1st and 10 for Bridgeland. New running back in here for Bridgeland. That's Ryan LaBarbera, senior. He's going to move him over towards the right side, trips to the right side. Beagle takes the snap, rolls out right, looking, going to throw it on the run. Has a man there, got lost by the Cy Woods defense, and it is caught. No, well, we have a flag. Let's check the flag in the backfield. This may be coming back. It's a hold on Bridgeland that negates what would have been about a 30-yard gain for the Bears.
Well, that ball just seems to float a little bit better when you're playing downhill. It really helped the Cy Woods on all of their touchdowns and the impact of what they made here early in their first quarter. That receiver was wide open, underthrew him just a little bit. I'm not real sure that hole really needed to take place. I thought he was outside the area of being tackled right before he threw the pass. So that's just a tough play for your Bears at this point.
So 1st down and 20 from the 19 for the orange and white clad Bridgeland Bears. Beagle dropping back, throws it on the out route, caught at the 25 and slung out of bounds at the 28. Maybe the 29-yard line, so they'll pick up all the yardage they lost on the penalty to bring up 2nd down and 10 on the catch from Jackson Ewing.
Yeah, Ken Pickett doing a good job. Ken in on the receiver. Again, gaining ground. They're kind of like conceding that little flat route on the left side, but the defensive back's doing a good job covering that distance between themselves and the ball carrier.
They'll send a tight end in motion here from right to left. Low snap, but still able to hand it off, and going nowhere is the running back. That was Pickett on the tackle. The running back that time was LaBarbera, and he was lucky just to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd down and 10.
Yeah, Pickett doing a good job with his mystery 48 guy right there beside him, helping him clean it all up.
So we roll under 9 minutes to play before halftime. 3rd down and 10 coming up here for Bridgeland. 21-7, they trail Cy Woods. Beagle, play action. He's going to throw. Lots of time over the middle. Caught in stride at the 50, and that's a big play on 3rd down and 10. Coming up with the catch that time was Jackson Gruber all the way down on the post route to the Cy Woods 41.
Boy, he just unleashed that sucker right through the middle, and Ryan McKnight coming up, making the tackle, taking the feet out from the receiver, but beautiful route, just stopping, coming underneath that defense, and just hit him on a strike. That ball was no more than, 8 yards or 8 feet above the turf, man. That was a dart.
So 1st and 10 from the 41-yard line here for the Bears as we approach 8 minutes to play before halftime. Beagle, hand on. No, he's going to throw it on a play action. Has some time, zips it, and finds it again. It sheds the first tackle. Still going inside the 10 and taken down inside the 5 at the 2-yard line. Again, it is Ewing on the post route, this time inside from left to right. Big catch, big gain for the Bears.
Boy, Jackson Ewing, the exact same play from the other side of the field, and the same play, same pace, same result.
They're right back at it here, running it quickly. This is going to be a handoff and plastered at the line of scrimmage. That was Tice Pruneda that time, who was leading a gang of Wildcat tacklers to make it 2nd down and goal.
Yeah, Pruneda and Habe, both of those guys teaming up for that stop. And boy, now Woods trying to do something to hold these guys out of the end zone. And man, do they ever need this if you're a Bridgeland Bear.
All the big men are in here on this play for Bridgeland. It's going to be a keeper for Beagle to the left side. Touchdown. Takes it in himself from 3 yards out. Just like that, Bridgeland is right back in it. It's 21-14 with 7:10 to play here in this 2nd quarter.
Boy, Bears put all their big boys right up there in front. They had 11 players all stacked in the box, man, and it was big boy against big boy. Everything got contained in the middle, got him just a little bit of a crease on the outside on the left side that allowed him to get into the end zone.
Extra point is blocked, and it's loose. Cy Woods can return this for 2 points. It's still bobbling around, and still finally tackled back at the 36-yard line. A blocked extra point. Getting the block that time was Etta Rosemond, and now the kicker is down for Cy Woods, or for Bridgeland, excuse me. That's Grayson Geisler down on the field being tended to.
Boy, after his block, you had Daniel Ozaramba, Kevin Cooper. Kevin Cooper coming in for the Wildcats. He had the ability to scoop up that block kick and take it in. You get one chance. When that thing's blocked and that thing's dumping around, you don't know which way it's going. You got one chance to pick it up in traffic, and he had his chance and couldn't pull it in. That would have been a very difficult play to pull that thing in, but nonetheless, what a turn of events. Boy, special teams stepping up big time here tonight.
We continue to tend to the kicker, which is concerning. Looks like it was his kicking leg, his right leg, that is banged up a bit.
Hate to see that for Geisler. I mean, he's doing such a good job out there, but I think it may be just a little bit of a sprain, but walking off on his own power, those trainers are going to attend to him and see if we can get him right back out here in the game.
The only other kicker on the roster is Austin Anderson, and the duties now may fall to him here. As Bridgeland does still have to kick it off, and indeed it is Anderson who's coming on to the field to kick this one away for the Bears, who after the blocked extra point trail Cy Woods 21-13. The left-footed kicker will send a high short kick. It's going to be fielded at about the 18-yard line. Trying to run towards the right, not finding a lot of space that time is Corey McKenzie. Goes down to the 25, same as if it would have been a touchback, and that's where Cy Woods will start this drive. Suddenly a 21-0 lead is evaporated down to 21-13, and Cy Woods needing a response here to try and stem the bleeding a little bit and keep their lead going.
Interesting to see if this offense is going to hold up, and I'm going to say it's probably not, unless we see what the Wildcats can do on this drive. But, all three of those scores, short field, advantageous defensive or special teams plays that put them in good positions.
Rogers going to hand it off here and not getting much. Maybe a little bit on the second effort is Frank Gomez to the 26. As a den of Bears takes him down at the 26. So just a gain of a yard, second down and 9.
I want to see how many things we can come up with to describe the Bears offense tonight.
Rogers dropping back, in trouble, and he's going down. All the way back at the 16-yard line. I believe that was Christopher Richardson who came up with the sack. And suddenly it is third in a Walmart parking lot here for Cy Woods.
Boy, no doubt about it, man. And Richardson came up big, and along with Reagan Foji coming in, putting the pressure on and kind of standing up Rogers to allow that sack to happen.
So 3rd and 19 here for Rogers. Drops back to throw, waiting, zings it high, caught at the 30. It's not going to be enough for a first down as Nico Tremusini makes the catch. They get, of those 19 yards, they get 14 of them back, but it's going to be 4th down and 5 from the 30. Cy Woods is going to have to punt.
Boy, coach is coming out there for the Bridgeland Bears, getting after one of his players. I think he was probably on the field like, you're not supposed to be here, and he was making his point very loud and proud and very demonstratively for that young player. Let's see if we can get this kickoff a little bit better. That last one was quite the shank. Opposite side of the field may help just a bit here.
Special teams have been interesting today. The snap here is good. The kick is a boomer. Fair catch called for at the 26. And that is where this drive will start here, is the fair catch made by William Bowman. So 1st and 10 from looks like the 25 officially here for Bridgeland. Trying to...
I'm not real sure what the distance on that punt was, but I'm saying it was like 56, somewhere in that neighborhood. That's a heck
punt,
of a boot right
especially
into the wind. Yeah. I guess to the credit, the wind has died down maybe a little bit here.
Yeah, not quite as howling as it was before. And right as I say that, it picks up a little bit.
Exactly.
Because, of course.
You jinxed it. Oh, Glory sitting over there, half-mast tonight and just kind of hanging out there just majestically.
Handoff, Schwab finally getting some space, gets past the 30 to the 32.
Boy, Tice Perneda, we're calling his name quite a bit. He's doing a good job on defense. One of the captains here for the Wildcats, just stepping up big and filling that middle hole.
And Schwab actually got a little dinged up on the play, so they whistled for an injury timeout for him. He'll jog off under his own power. At least we'll have to miss one play as Ryan LaBarbera checks back in. So 2nd down and 3 after the 7-yard gain here as we're under 5 minutes to play in the first half, and a 21-13 Cy Woods lead. Sends a man in motion from left to right, handoff. It's going to be LaBarbera, tackled just right past the first down marker at the 36-yard line. Needed 3, got 4.
Everything that Bridgeland Bears needed to do to respond from that 3-score deficit they're doing. Take your time, rinse it out of your head. We can't go backwards. All you can do is control what's in front of you, and this offense looks completely different than the way it did as it came out of this opening frame.
2 interceptions early for Bridgeland. They've put that behind them so far to be within striking distance here. It's going to be a throw. Beagle on the run, caught, and this will be a first down. Ducking out of bounds after making the catch was Micaiah Stevens. And so again, Bridgeland will move the chains. 1st and 10 from the 45-yard line.
Beagle doing a great job getting that pass out. Receiver coming back out, just turning right out of that route. Ball is right there, 2 hands on top of it. Pulls it in, runs out of bounds. Just a textbook play.
2nd down. They said scoreboard says 2nd down and 1, but it's 1st down and 10 on the field. So They'll set it up here from the 45-yard line. 3 receiver spread for Bridgeland. They send the man in motion, the tight end, from right to left. Now they'll send a receiver in motion. It's going to be a pitch to him on the jet sweep, bouncing to the outside, evading a couple tackles, but not the third. Is coming up with the stop there was Tice Pruneda. Loss of 1 on the play. It's 2nd down and 11.
Boy, defense did a good job just spreading that entire offense, that whole jet sweep, using the whole alignment of the field before Pruneda could come in and make that stop. Captain really showing some leadership on that defensive play for the Wildcats.
3.5 minutes to play here in the first half. Bridgeland still down by 8, 21-13. It's 2nd and 11 from the 44-yard line. Play action, going to hit him on the jailbreak screen here, and coming up with a healthy gain to the 49-yard line inside Cy Woods territory that time was Stevens again. And it'll be 3rd down and 4. Now we're getting into the stanchion of this game, Mac, where Cy Woods' defense is going to need a stop here. Since they had those 2 interceptions, haven't really been able to slow down the Bears too much.
They haven't, and I'll tell you, the Bears is doing a good job of mixing up the play calling. They got those slant routes from left and right, the jailbreak play that just came back in to continue to confuse the defense. Defense looking to step up here.
Rolls out, throw on the run, and is incomplete, just past the outstretched arms of Stevens, and that'll bring up 4th down. And right as we say it, Mac, there is that big stop on defense for Cy Woods.
Ryan McKnight running right along him as the defensive back, and that pass a little bit out of his reach, but man, the defender was right on top or right on his backside, so just maybe let him a little bit too much. Big time stop here for Woods.
Urban to punt this one away. Good snap this time. The kick is up. Wind pushing it a bit. Takes a skip at the 19, trying to coffin corner it, and he did it perfectly. Out of bounds at the 6-yard line. A spectacular punt for Colton Urban with the wind at his back, and Cy Woods has a deep field in front of them with 2:36 to play before halftime, leading 21-13.
I didn't think he was going to be able to stop that ball. I thought it was definitely, with that wind so much pressure blowing up on top of that thing getting up there. He did a great job just lobbing it up there, took that beautiful bounce forward about 6 yards, took another 2 yards and said, I'll take a right turn and go out of bounds right here. It was absolutely a beautiful punt.
So a lot of green grass in front of Cy Woods here with 2:36 to play. Neither team has burned a timeout yet, so both teams still with their full allotted amount coming up on the end of the first half.
Boy, nothing more than Cy Woods would like to do is just to continue to use all 2:36 of this and put some points on the board to further distance themselves from the Bears here tonight. And you got to know, if you're the Bears, you're looking for a turnover here. You want something. You want your defense to step up, pick something up, knock it out of someone's hands, get a pick, or just a good 3 and out to get the ball on a short field.
TV says we are good to go, and so everyone else is now good to go. 1st and 10 from the 6-yard line here for Cy Woods. Rogers, hard count, takes the snap, quick throw, too tall. Out of bounds was the throw, looking for Nico Tremusini. Nicholas Bright was in coverage, but the throw was a little too high, and it's 2nd down and 10.
Saw that defensive back coming in, stepping in, looking like he might want to jump that route and didn't do it. But, boy, you talk about, that's a dangerous throw in the flat right now. If you're going to jump a route and you're going to have that short field to work with.
2:31 on a stopped clock. 2nd down and 10 for Cy Woods. Takes the snap, going to be a hand, keeper on the zone read, and Rogers is not going to find any space. He'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. So the clock will run down, likely to the 2-minute warning here. Coming away with the tackle that time was Ethan Shitera. And I think Cy Woods is going to be content to let this clock bleed down to the 2-minute timeout. And they will.
Bears not being fooled by that read option back there. That defensive team is right there in the grill, right in the face of this offense right now.
So 2-minute timeout, 21-13, Cy Woods leads here on the Varsity Wires Radio Network, presented by the Collette King Team.
What's the biggest myth about interscholastic performing arts? That you have to be the most talented or experienced to participate. The truth is, anyone can be a part of their school's performing arts. There are countless opportunities for students to participate, from theater, choir, and band to speech and debate. The bottom line, if you want to perform, there's a place for you.
This message presented by the NFHS and the UIL.
Two-minute timeout here at Cy Fair FCU Stadium. Cy Woods in front, 21-13. But the Wildcats backed up deep in their own territory. It's 3rd down and 10 from the 6-yard line. That is where Darian Rogers and company have to try and get out of this jam here to avoid punting out of their own end zone. Rogers takes the snap. Under pressure, going to roll out, chucks this one high into the air and out of bounds. There was a receiver in the area, so no intentional grounding. Closest man nearby was Eli Jondes. And so Cy Woods is going to have to punt it away here with 1:54 to play in the half. And Bridgeland still has all 3 of their timeouts, so they can try and tie this game up if they opt to go for a touchdown and get a 2-point conversion.
Wildcats, their offensive line's got to do a better job of keeping that pressure out of there. Right there, they just got beat on 3-on-5. They had the receivers back. They had 3 guys coming up rushing, and they completely took Rogers out of his rhythm back there.
Here's the punt. It is a weird spiraling hook that takes a very favorable roll, fielded at the 49-yard line, trying to cut back. A nice little spin move, but not getting far. Well, momentum still carrying him past the 40, and folded up out of bounds at the 36-yard line. A pretty decent return that time for William Bowman.
Picked up 42 yards on the punt. I mean, it was a decent punt, but it did come off his foot a little bit awkward. How about that return, though, Zach? I mean, he coming back, gets hit, spins twice, and continues to push the pile to get him all the way down to the 36.
So a short porch here for Bridgeland. 1:37 on the clock, and all 3 of their timeouts trying to drive to potentially tie this game up. They trailed 21-13. They were down as much as 21-0 to start this game. Beagle takes the snap. They're going to double reverse flea flicker. Throw down the field. No one up there, but it's just too tall for Jackson Gruber. There was no one, and I mean no one, within 20 yards of Gruber on that play, but it falls incomplete.
Wide open. That play had 6 moving parts to it. A fake handoff, a handoff back, pitching it back to the quarterback. Gruber wide open, but the great decoy was Jackson Ewing going across the middle one-on-one. I thought that was going to be the receiver that's going to be looking for. And then coming back over to the left side was Gruber. And Gruber was like the only guy in the vicinity.
Beagle with a throw here. Quick slant. Caught that time by Ewing. It's going to be a first down up to the 24-yard line. Clock stops while they move the chains. And immediately Bridgeland lining it back up. Beagle looking towards the sideline here. 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. 4 receiver spread, 2 of them on either side. Beagle coming up on a minute to play here. Dropping back to throw. Beagle, tons of time, zings it right over the middle. Caught in stride, touchdown! Bridgeland. Henry Soiney with the catch, and Bridgeland has come all the way back from 21-0 down. It's 21-19.
There's one of your big differences between these two teams tonight. That offensive line for the Bears did a great job of giving him all the time in the world for the quarterback to get set up to make that play. Beagle had all the time in the world. Receiver ran a great route, threw a dart right in his chest.
Geisler on for the extra points. They're not going to go for 2 in the tie, and this PAT is a rocket through the uprights and good. So the Bears content with 20 unanswered. They trail by 1. It's 21-20 here on the Varsity Wires Radio Network, presented by the Collette King Team.
Why are interscholastic sports called the last classroom of the day? Because they teach students important life lessons like teamwork, accountability, and perseverance. School sports are so much more than a game. They're about developing the whole person. That's why they're an essential part of every student's education.
Encourage your student to participate in the last classroom of the day. Interscholastic sports in Texas. This message presented by the UIL and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
58 seconds to play here in the first half, and what's been a pretty high-scoring game. It's 21-20. First 21 points of the game were scored by Cy Woods. The back 20 have been scored by Bridgeland, and that's where we stand. Game of runs. Who said football isn't a game of runs?
You got to know, going into the halftime, Madison's going, okay, nice recovery. Everyone got their mind right? Looks like you boys do. We're going to be down, it looks like, by 1 here. We'll see if Woods can step into something here on this drive. But, boy, being after that start, being down by 1 going into the second half, I'd take that any time. My goodness, what a
Geisler, muffed the catch. This is going to have to be picked up at the 5-yard line, and there's just going to be nothing for Cy Woods. This is going to be at the 5-yard line after forward progress, and it has gone from a great start to pretty much, Mac, a very impressive first quarter and a dismal second quarter. It's been a tale of 2 quarters so far in this game for both of these teams.
100%. You know, listen, spoiler alert is officially off. So right now, your Cy Woods Wildcats coming out of the gate like they did. Just some simple mental mistakes. Just on that kickoff, that ball's bouncing around the 2-yard line. Can't handle it. Has to pick it up at the goal line. I mean, they're one mistake away from getting a cheap score here for the Bears.
And Bridgeland still has all 3 of their timeouts, so they can, if they get a 3 and out here, Bridgeland can get the ball back with a few seconds to play before the half. This is going to be handoff to the running back, gets up to the 11-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and yeah, there goes Lonnie Madison, burns his first time out after the carry from McKenzie, and Bridgeland wants the ball back one more time before we get to the half.
Don't blame them. After that start and what they gave up on that first quarter of 21 points, you got to think, though, he can use his timeouts wisely. If he can get this 3 and out, he's going to get the punt. They're going to punt it back into the wind. You got to think he can pick it up at maybe his opponent's 45-yard line, take one shot at the end zone, or maybe one shot and maybe a chance for a long field goal. This is a cool night, too, man. Listen, I'm projecting a lot of crazy stuff here, but just think about your field goal kicker coming in, kicking with the wind here tonight. Give him a chance to hit a long one, man. That would be kind of cool to watch.
He's got a leg, that's for sure.
He does.
So 2nd down and 5 here for Cy Woods. It's been a while since they've even gotten a first down, the Wildcats have. It's kind of sputtered on him here, the offense. Bit of a high snap. It's going to be a rollout throw. Caught and making the first level miss. A flag comes in and tackled at the 13-yard line after making that catch was Nico Tremusini, but let's check the flag. As it stands, it's a gain of 2 with 34 seconds left to play.
Personal foul, baseline, defense number 2, 15-yard penalty, unfortunately into the run, automatic first down.
So a face mask penalty on Bridgeland, and that'll end any hopes the Bears had likely for getting the ball back before the end of the half. And Cy Woods still has all 3 timeouts, so if they want to take some shots and move the ball down the field, they can. They've just struggled to do that lately.
Yeah, they really have. I need Darian Rogers to step up right now and find his receivers and get those quick passes out of bounds so we can put this drive together to see if they can do something here and put something together in this last 34 seconds.
Trips to the left side this time for Rogers with a tight end in the set. Here comes the blitz. Rogers looking, throwing it away, out of bounds, incomplete. And again, just the pressure that Bridgeland is putting on has kind of been one of the stories of difference between the first quarter and the second quarter. They were not getting to Rogers initially in the first, and now they are getting to him, it seems like, almost every snap in the second.
Yeah, he dumped that on the right side. Trey Massini was coming across in that middle right underneath that defense, and he was open. If he had just a little bit more time, he could have hit Trey Massini.
2nd down and 10 from the 29-yard line here for Cy Woods. Going to be an RPO read out to the side, and coming up with the catch at the 34-yard line is Brandon Stobner. And it looks like Cy Woods may be content just to take this into the locker room. They're not using their last time out, and that is what they will do. So we've played a a quarter here, or half, I should say, 2 quarters at Cy Fair FCU Stadium, and it's a good one. The Wildcats and the Bears separated by only a point. Cy Woods in front, 21-20, here on the Varsity Wires Radio Network, presented by the Collette King Team.
Looking to buy or sell your home? Trust the Collette King Team with REMAX, bringing you over 25 years of real estate expertise right here in your community. From first-time buyers to luxury estates, Collette and her team know the market inside and out, and they'll guide you every step of the way. Because with the Collette King Team, it's more than real estate. It's about giving you the attention and care you deserve. From cottages to castles, expect the royal treatment with the Collette King Team.
Veteran owned and operated since 2003, Fire Reconstruction Inc. is the top choice for restoration services to commercial and residential properties caused by fire, water, storms, and mold. They handle the entire process from structure repair, roofing mitigation, packing out, storing, and cleaning contents to give you peace of mind. Fire Reconstruction Inc. has been vetted and are preferred vendors of most insurance companies and is a local business that supports the local community. Visit their website at fri24-7.com or give them a call at 281-859-3999. Fire Reconstruction Inc. Better than before.
Hello, Copperfield. The Wrap and Mail Room is your go-to place for wrapping, packing, and shipping. When you need UPS, FedEx, US Mail, or DHL, we'll find the most affordable and reliable option to meet your needs. Looking for notary or private mailbox, maybe holiday gift wrapping? We've got you covered. Find us at 7710 Cherry Park Drive, right in the heart of Copperfield. The Wrap and Mail Room is here for you. Packed with care, we'll get it there.
When Houston needs glass, Houston calls Northwest Glass and Mirror. From custom shower doors to sleek mirrors, from residential windows to commercial storefronts, we do it all with expert craftsmanship and hometown care. Family owned, trusted for over 40 years, and always standing behind our work. Northwest Glass and Mirror. Quality, clarity, and service you can see. Call today or visit us online. Northwest Glass and Mirror, Houston's clear choice.
Have you noticed bad behavior has become normalized at interscholastic athletic events? Some fans seem angry. They lack civility toward one another. Some even get aggressive and unruly. Time out! What is going on? This has to stop. Let's not forget, school sports aren't just about winning. And they're definitely not an excuse to take your frustrations out on the official or the opponent. They're about teaching lessons like perseverance, respect, and empathy, so students can learn and grow as people, not just as players. We all have a role to play in setting a good example for our students and teaching them these important values. So fans, it's time to step up your game and behave positively at interscholastic athletic events in Texas.
This message presented by the UIL and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
We are the NFHS. That stands for the National Federation of State High School Associations. But really, what we stand for, together with the UIL, are the 825,000 high school sports and performing arts students in Texas. And so, we stand. We stand for the runners, debate team members, and basketball players. We stand for their coaches, officials, and adjudicators. We stand for the drummers, football players, and actors. We stand for the golfers, singers, and swimmers. We stand as the national leader and advocate for these essential activities and all who participate in them and make them possible. Because it is our purpose to ensure that high school students get to play, perform, and compete together. To learn more about who we are and what we stand for, visit nfhs.org.
Looking to buy or sell your home? Trust the Collette King Team with REMAX, bringing you over 25 years of real estate expertise right here in your community. From first-time buyers to luxury estates, Collette and her team know the market inside and out, and they'll guide you every step of the way. Because with the Collette King Team, it's more than real estate. It's about giving you the attention and care you deserve. From cottages to castles, expect the royal treatment with the Collette King Team.
Veteran owned and operated since 2003, Fire Reconstruction Inc. is the top choice for restoration services to commercial and residential properties caused by fire, water, storms, and mold. They handle the entire process from structure repair, roofing mitigation, packing out, storing, and cleaning contents to give you peace of mind. Fire Reconstruction Inc. has been vetted and are preferred vendors of most insurance companies and is a local business that supports the local community. Visit their website at fri24-7.com or give them a call at 281-859-3999. Fire Reconstruction Inc. Better than before.
Hello, Copperfield. The Wrap and Mail Room is your go-to place for wrapping, packing, and shipping. When you need UPS, FedEx, US Mail, or DHL, we'll find the most affordable and reliable option to meet your needs. Looking for notary or a private mailbox, maybe holiday gift wrapping? We've got you covered. Find us at 7710 Cherry Park Drive, right in the heart of Copperfield. The Wrap and Mail Room is here for you. Packed with care, we'll get it there.
When Houston needs glass, Houston calls Northwest Glass and Mirror. From custom shower doors to sleek mirrors, from residential windows to commercial storefronts, we do it all with expert craftsmanship and hometown care. Family owned, trusted for over 40 years, and always standing behind our work. Northwest Glass and Mirror. Quality, clarity, and service you can see. Call today or visit us online. Northwest Glass and Mirror, Houston's clear choice.
Have you noticed bad behavior has become normalized at interscholastic athletic events? Some fans seem angry. They lack civility toward one another. Some even get aggressive and unruly. Time out! What is going on? This has to stop. Let's not forget, school sports aren't just about winning. And they're definitely not an excuse to take your frustrations out on the official or the opponent. They're about teaching lessons like perseverance, respect, and empathy, so students can learn and grow as people, not just as players. We all have a role to play in setting a good example for our students and teaching them these important values. So fans, it's time to step up your game and behave positively at interscholastic athletic events in Texas.
This message presented by the UIL and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
We are the NFHS. That stands for the National Federation of State High School Associations. But really, what we stand for, together with the UIL, are the 825,000 high school sports and performing arts students in Texas. And so, we stand. We stand for the runners, debate team members, and basketball players. We stand for their coaches, officials, and adjudicators. We stand for the drummers, football players, and actors. We stand for the golfers, singers, and swimmers. We stand as the national leader and advocate for these essential activities and all who participate in them and make them possible. Because it is our purpose to ensure that high school students get to play, perform, and compete together. To learn more about who we are and what we stand for, visit nfhs.org.
Looking to buy or sell your home? Trust the Collette King Team with REMAX, bringing you over 25 years of real estate expertise right here in your community. From first-time buyers to luxury estates, Collette and her team know the market inside and out, and they'll guide you every step of the way. Because with the Collette King Team, it's more than real estate. It's about giving you the attention and care you deserve. From cottages to castles, expect the royal treatment with the Collette King Team.
Veteran-owned and operated since 2003, Fire Reconstruction, Inc. is the top choice for restoration services to commercial and residential properties caused by fire, water, storms, and mold. They handle the entire process from structure repair, roofing mitigation, packing out, storing, and cleaning contents to give you peace of mind. Fire Reconstruction, Inc. has been vetted and are preferred vendors of most insurance companies and is a local business that supports the local community. Visit their website at fri24-7.com or give them a call at 281-859-3999. Fire Reconstruction, Inc. Better than before.
Hello, Copperfield. The Wrap and Mail Room is your go-to place for wrapping, packing, and shipping. When you need UPS, FedEx, US Mail, or DHL, we'll find the most affordable and reliable option to meet your needs. Looking for notary or private mailbox, maybe holiday gift wrapping? We've got you covered. Find us at 7710 Cherry Park Drive, right in the heart of Copperfield. The Wrap and Mail Room is here for you. Packed with care, we'll get it there.
When Houston needs glass, Houston calls Northwest Glass and Mirror. From custom shower doors to sleek mirrors, from residential windows to commercial storefronts, we do it all with expert craftsmanship and hometown care. Family owned, trusted for over 40 years, and always standing behind our work. Northwest Glass and Mirror. Quality, clarity, and service you can see. Call today or visit us online. Northwest Glass and Mirror, Houston's clear choice.
Have you noticed bad behavior has become normalized at interscholastic athletic events? Some fans seem angry. They lack civility toward one another. Some even get aggressive and unruly. Time out! What is going on? This has to stop. Let's not forget, school sports aren't just about winning. And they're definitely not an excuse to take your frustrations out on the official or the opponent. They're about teaching lessons like perseverance, respect, and empathy, so students can learn and grow as people, not just as players. We all have a role to play in setting a good example for our students and teaching them these important values. So fans, it's time to step up your game and behave positively at interscholastic athletic events in Texas.
This message presented by the UIL and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
We are the NFHS. That stands for the National Federation of State High School Associations. But really, what we stand for, together with the UIL, are the 825,000 high school sports and performing arts students in Texas. And so we stand. We stand for the runners, debate team members, and basketball players. We stand for their coaches, officials, and adjudicators. We stand for the drummers, football players, and actors. We stand for the golfers, singers, and swimmers. We stand as the national leader and advocate for these essential activities and all who participate in them and make them possible, because it is our purpose to ensure that high school students get to play, perform, and compete together. To learn more about who we are and what we stand for, visit nfhs.org.
Welcome into the halftime show. It is still 21-20. We got about 15 minutes left here in halftime. Cy Woods leading it by a point. And 21-20 is the score over Bridgeland. Again, kind of breaking news, you might say. Varsity Wires Radio Network will have tomorrow's game between Cy Springs and Cy Lakes on the air. Almost a win and you're in sort of game. It is for Cy Lakes. So if they win, they clinch their first playoff spot in school history. And then Cy Springs, on the other hand, if they win, they'll have to wait on Langham Creek and Cy Ranch on Saturday. If Langham Creek loses and Cy Springs wins, then Cy Springs clinches a playoff spot. So that's kind of how everything is shaken up here. Again, we're still about 15 minutes away from second half action, so we'll go ahead and take another break here on the Varsity Wires Radio Network, presented by the Collette King Team.
Looking to buy or sell your home? Trust the Collette King Team with REMAX, bringing you over 25 years of real estate expertise right here in your community. From first-time buyers to luxury estates, Collette and her team know the market inside and out, and they'll guide you every step of the way. Because with the Collette King Team, it's more than real estate. It's about giving you the attention and care you deserve. From cottages to castles, expect the royal treatment with the Collette King Team.
Veteran owned and operated since 2003, Fire Reconstruction Inc. is the top choice for restoration services to commercial and residential properties caused by fire, water, storms, and mold. They handle the entire process from structure repair, roofing mitigation, packing out, storing, and cleaning contents to give you peace of mind. Fire Reconstruction Inc. has been vetted and are preferred vendors of most insurance companies and is a local business that supports the local community. Visit their website at fri24-7.com or give them a call at 281-859-3999. Fire Reconstruction Inc. Better than before.
Hello, Copperfield. The Wrap and Mail Room is your go-to place for wrapping, packing, and shipping. When you need UPS, FedEx, US Mail, or DHL, we'll find the most affordable and reliable option to meet your needs. Looking for notary or a private mailbox, maybe holiday gift wrapping? We've got you covered. Find us at 7710 Cherry Park Drive, right in the heart of Copperfield. The Wrap and Mail Room is here for you. Packed with care, we'll get it there.
When Houston needs glass, Houston calls Northwest Glass and Mirror. From custom shower doors to sleek mirrors, from residential windows to commercial storefronts, we do it all with expert craftsmanship and hometown care. Family owned, trusted for over 40 years, and always standing behind our work. Northwest Glass and Mirror. Quality, clarity, and service you can see. Call today or visit us online. Northwest Glass and Mirror, Houston's clear choice.
Have you noticed bad behavior has become normalized at interscholastic athletic events? Some fans seem angry. They lack civility toward one another. Some even get aggressive and unruly. Time out! What is going on? This has to stop. Let's not forget, school sports aren't just about winning. And they're definitely not an excuse to take your frustrations out on the official or the opponent. They're about teaching lessons like perseverance, respect, and empathy, so students can learn and grow as people, not just as players. We all have a role to play in setting a good example for our students and teaching them these important values. So fans, it's time to step up your game and behave positively at interscholastic athletic events in Texas.
This message presented by the UIL and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
We are the NFHS. That stands for the National Federation of State High School Associations. But really, what we stand for, together with the UIL, are the 825,000 high school sports and performing arts students in Texas. And so, we stand. We stand for the runners, debate team members, and basketball players. We stand for their coaches, officials, and adjudicators. We stand for the drummers, football players, and actors. We stand for the golfers, singers, and swimmers. We stand as the national leader and advocate for these essential activities and all who participate in them and make them possible. Because it is our purpose to ensure that high school students get to play, perform, and compete together. To learn more about who we are and what we stand for, visit nfhs.org.
Looking to buy or sell your home? Trust the Collette King Team with REMAX, bringing you over 25 years of real estate expertise right here in your community. From first-time buyers to luxury estates, Collette and her team know the market inside and out, and they'll guide you every step of the way. Because with the Collette King Team, it's more than real estate. It's about giving you the attention and care you deserve. From cottages to castles, expect the royal treatment with the Collette King Team.
Veteran owned and operated since 2003, Fire Reconstruction Inc. is the top choice for restoration services to commercial and residential properties caused by fire, water, storms, and mold. They handle the entire process from structure repair, roofing mitigation, packing out, storing, and cleaning contents to give you peace of mind. Fire Reconstruction Inc. has been vetted and are preferred vendors of most insurance companies and is a local business that supports the local community. Visit their website at fri24-7.com or give them a call at 281-859-3999. Fire Reconstruction Inc. Better than before.
Hello, Copperfield. The Wrap and Mail Room is your go-to place for wrapping, packing, and shipping. When you need UPS, FedEx, US Mail, or DHL, we'll find the most affordable and reliable option to meet your needs. Looking for notary or a private mailbox, maybe holiday gift wrapping? We've got you covered. Find us at 7710 Cherry Park Drive, right in the heart of Copperfield. The Wrap and Mail Room is here for you. Packed with care, we'll get it there.
When Houston needs glass, Houston calls Northwest Glass and Mirror. From custom shower doors to sleek mirrors, from residential windows to commercial storefronts, we do it all with expert craftsmanship and hometown care. Family owned, trusted for over 40 years, and always standing behind our work. Northwest Glass and Mirror. Quality, clarity, and service you can see. Call today or visit us online. Northwest Glass and Mirror, Houston's clear choice.
Have you noticed bad behavior has become normalized at interscholastic athletic events? Some fans seem angry. They lack civility toward one another. Some even get aggressive and unruly. Time out! What is going on? This has to stop. Let's not forget, school sports aren't just about winning. And they're definitely not an excuse to take your frustrations out on the official or the opponent. They're about teaching lessons like perseverance, respect, and empathy, so students can learn and grow as people, not just as players. We all have a role to play in setting a good example for our students and teaching them these important values. So fans, it's time to step up your game and behave positively at interscholastic athletic events in Texas.
This message presented by the UIL and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
We are the NFHS. That stands for the National Federation of State High School Associations. But really, what we stand for, together with the UIL, are the 825,000 high school sports and performing arts students in Texas. And so we stand. We stand for the runners, debate team members, and basketball players. We stand for their coaches, officials, and adjudicators. We stand for the drummers, football players, and actors. We stand for the golfers, singers, and swimmers. We stand as the national leader and advocate for these essential activities and all who participate in them and make them possible. Because it is our purpose to ensure that high school students get to play, perform, and compete together. To learn more about who we are and what we stand for, visit nfhs.org.
Looking to buy or sell your home? Trust the Collette King Team with REMAX, bringing you over 25 years of real estate expertise right here in your community. From first-time buyers to luxury estates, Collette and her team know the market inside and out, and they'll guide you every step of the way. Because with the Collette King Team, it's more than real estate. It's about giving you the attention and care you deserve. From cottages to castles, expect the royal treatment with the Collette King Team.
Veteran owned and operated since 2003, Fire Reconstruction Inc. is the top choice for restoration services to commercial and residential properties caused by fire, water, storms, and mold. They handle the entire process from structure repair, roofing mitigation, packing out, storing, and cleaning contents to give you peace of mind. Fire Reconstruction Inc. has been vetted and are preferred vendors of most insurance companies and is a local business that supports the local community. Visit their website at fri24-7.com or give them a call at 281-859-3999. Fire Reconstruction Inc. Better than before.
Hello, Copperfield. The Wrap and Mail Room is your go-to place for wrapping, packing, and shipping. When you need UPS, FedEx, US Mail, or DHL, we'll find the most affordable and reliable option to meet your needs. Looking for notary or a private mailbox, maybe holiday gift wrapping? We've got you covered. Find us at 7710 Cherry Park Drive, right in the heart of Copperfield. The Wrap and Mail Room is here for you. Packed with care, we'll get it there.
When Houston needs glass, Houston calls Northwest Glass and Mirror. From custom shower doors to sleek mirrors, from residential windows to commercial storefronts, we do it all with expert craftsmanship and hometown care. Family owned, trusted for over 40 years, and always standing behind our work. Northwest Glass and Mirror. Quality, clarity, and service you can see. Call today or visit us online. Northwest Glass and Mirror, Houston's clear choice.
Have you noticed bad behavior has become normalized at interscholastic athletic events? Some fans seem angry. They lack civility toward one another. Some even get aggressive and unruly. Time out! What is going on? This has to stop. Let's not forget, school sports aren't just about winning. And they're definitely not an excuse to take your frustrations out on the official or the opponent. They're about teaching lessons like perseverance, respect, and empathy, so students can learn and grow as people, not just as players. We all have a role to play in setting a good example for our students and teaching them these important values. So fans, it's time to step up your game and behave positively at interscholastic athletic events in Texas.
This message presented by the UIL and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
We are the NFHS. That stands for the National Federation of State High School Associations. But really, what we stand for, together with the UIL, are the 825,000 high school sports and performing arts students in Texas. And so we stand. We stand for the runners, debate team members, and basketball players. We stand for their coaches, officials, and adjudicators. We stand for the drummers, football players, and actors. We stand for the golfers, singers, and swimmers. We stand as the national leader and advocate for these essential activities and all who participate in them and make them possible. Because it is our purpose to ensure that high school students get to play, perform, and compete together. To learn more about who we are and what we stand for, visit nfhs.org.
Looking to buy or sell your home? Trust the Collette King Team with REMAX, bringing you over 25 years of real estate expertise right here in your community. From first-time buyers to luxury estates, Collette and her team know the market inside and out, and they'll guide you every step of the way. Because with the Collette King Team, it's more than real estate. It's about giving you the attention and care you deserve. From cottages to castles, expect the royal treatment with the Collette King Team.
Veteran owned and operated since 2003, Fire Reconstruction Inc. is the top choice for restoration services to commercial and residential properties caused by fire, water, storms, and mold. They handle the entire process from structure repair, roofing mitigation, packing out, storing, and cleaning contents to give you peace of mind. Fire Reconstruction Inc. has been vetted and are preferred vendors of most insurance companies and is a local business that supports the local community. Visit their website at fri24-7.com or give them a call at 281-859-3999. Fire Reconstruction Inc. Better than before.
Hello, Copperfield. The Wrap and Mail Room is your go-to place for wrapping, packing, and shipping. When you need UPS, FedEx, US Mail, or DHL, we'll find the most affordable and reliable option to meet your needs. Looking for notary or private mailbox, maybe holiday gift wrapping? We've got you covered. Find us at 7710 Cherry Park Drive, right in the heart of Copperfield. The Wrap and Mail Room is here for you. Packed with care, we'll get it there.
When Houston needs glass, Houston calls Northwest Glass and Mirror. From custom shower doors to sleek mirrors, from residential windows to commercial storefronts, we do it all with expert craftsmanship and hometown care. Family owned, trusted for over 40 years, and always standing behind our work. Northwest Glass and Mirror, quality, clarity, and service you can see. Call today or visit us online. Northwest Glass and Mirror, Houston's clear choice.
Second half just about ready to get underway here at Cy Fair FCU Stadium. It has been a good one so far. 21 unanswered to start for Cy Woods to make it a 21-0 game. Since then, the Bears of Bridgeland have scored 20 unanswered, and that is where we stand with the second half about ready to get underway. 21-20 is your score. Zach Babb alongside Matt Honer. Spotter is Bob Ferguson tonight here on the Varsity Wires Radio Network, presented by the Collette King Team. And Just about ready to get this second half underway, Mac, in a game that's really been a tale of two quarters so far. Very Cy Woods in the first and very Bridgeland in the second.
Boy, I watched that whole first 4 minutes of the football game along with you, and everyone got a chance to hear it. That Cy Woods team was just getting all the breaks and doing everything right, and you thought that passion and enthusiasm of how the game started would just carry that momentum forward, and boy, that came to an absolute screeching halt. The difference I see between these two teams right now, the offensive lines. I mean, Bridgeland's, they got some big boys up front giving all kinds of time back there for Beagle to let those plays develop and throw that ball downfield. And I mean, just so much pressure coming back on top of Rogers, and he just can't seem to get enough time to get rid of it.
So Cy Woods will get the ball to start off the second half here.
They got their good luck going with the win thing on their side here for the second half. Maybe that's going to be a difference maker.
It has died down somewhat. Here's the high short kick fielded at the 26-yard line. Fair catch called for by Eli Jandas, and that is where this drive will start here for Cy Woods.
You think Jandas kind of threw that arm up, but it's a little bit too early. By the time he had a fair catch, there's still 6 yards between him and the defender. Didn't really get much out of that.
So officially 1st and 10 from the 27-yard line here for Cy Woods. 3 receivers and 2 running backs in this set. Rogers is your quarterback. Claps once, takes the snap, hand off, and look out. A little bit of room off left tackle to the 33-yard line. That's a pretty decent carry by Corey McKenzie. Got a good push there from the offensive line. It's a gain of 6, 2nd and 4.
Yeah, Fodgy coming in making the stop there for the Bears. Better job of the offensive line, at least producing some kind of crease for that running back to jump through.
2nd down and 4. Bit of a high snap. Rogers is going to keep it, going to try and bowling ball his way through, and he's got the first down, still going, and the reigning district MVP thrown down hard after a big gain to the 48-yard line. He'll pop back up and shake it off, but not before picking up 15 on that quarterback keeper.
That's Darian Rogers. You know, that I'm going to give him a 9.2 on that run because I've seen him run inspired. That's when he refuses to go down, and he had that. I've seen him run a little bit harder before, but man, when he refuses to go down, he is a scary guy to take down. So nice job there, Darian. Hey, listen, 9.2, take it. That's an A in private school.
1st down and 10 from the 49-yard line here for Cy Woods at their own 49, their own side of the 50 here. Same formation, 2 running backs. This is going to be a delayed handoff and a little burst of speed for McKenzie, but in the end, forward progress will have him blown dead at the Bridgeland 48, so a gain of 3 that time. 2nd down and 7 upcoming here for the Wildcats.
Maybe the same speech for the Wildcats as they had for the Bears when they're down by 21. Get back in your rhythm, take care of the football, execute the plays, and let's pick up 3-4 yards every play. Do your assignment, and let's see if we can sustain a drive here to start off this second half.
Tight end in this set here, 3 receivers. This is going to be a zone read handoff to the running back Gomez, and he will just get back to the line of scrimmage here to the 48-yard line, so that'll bring up a 3rd down and 7.
Boy, linebacker units there for the Bears just doing a great job of staying home and filling their assignments, just limiting the extra yards on that play.
So a critical early 3rd down here in the second half for Darian Rogers and company as Cy Woods leads it by a point, but have not scored since they went up 21-0. It's now 21-20. Rogers collects the snap. Going to be a quarterback keeper. He's rolling out under duress and just had to let it go into the bench. He was being taken down. And so that will result in the punting unit coming on here for Cy Woods.
Not a chance on that last play. Rogers rolling right, trying to get that screen play to develop. Receiver just completely outran it, and he did nothing but just dump it into the Bridgeland Bears sidelines.
Back deep to receive here for Bridgeland, excuse me, is Bowman. To kick it away is Shipley. Good snap. There's the punt. End over end. Trying to coffin corner it, but couldn't get the bounce. And it rolls into the end zone for a touchback.
Wind hasn't been the factor here in the second half. We had that gust that was with us in the first quarter. Not the case now. Did a great job of getting that punt elevated. Just needed to move it over to the sideline another 10 yards to get that coffin corner. We saw one executed perfectly in the second quarter. It was by I believe it was the Bridgeland Bear punter that just put it right there on that 6-yard line. It was a beautiful punt.
So Bridgeland trying to take their first lead of the game here, 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line. Beagle sends a receiver in motion. They're going to double fake the handoff and instead not really get anything on this play. No gain on the they faked the reverse and then handed it off to Schwab, and Schwab went nowhere. It's 2nd down and 10.
Little misdirection play with 2 different options on their defense. Did a good job. McKenzie coming up filling that hole. He was not fooled.
Cy Woods showing a little bit of blitz here on 2nd and 10. Now they back off. And coming in, unblocked, and a sack on the play for Cy Woods. Jaden Ogletree got in the backfield, but and took him down. That was helped out by Thomas and Strickland, who came in basically unblocked off that left side. And Ogletree got to him, bring him down. It's 3rd down and 19 for Bridgeland.
Boy, Ogletree and Strickland did a great job coming on top of Beagle. And Beagle, he's had the luxury of having some time back there. Boy, not on that play. It's going to knock your confidence just back just a piece.
Play action. They're going to chuck this one up down the field. There is a man there, and it is incomplete. In and out of the hands of Jackson Ewing. That time in coverage was Kevin Cooper. That's the little return the sword to the sheath celebration after that. And a punting unit's going to have to come on here for Bridgeland.
Big time stop. This is reminiscent of the first quarter where Woods came up and made this in the first drive. They had the big stop there early, and this was the bad snap that led to that first touchdown by them falling on it in the end zone.
Good snap this time to the punter. He corrals it and booms this one kind of towards the sideline. Takes a weird skip and then dies at the 46-yard line inside Cy Woods territory. So a little bit of short field position here for the Wildcats on this drive. And so far, it's the defenses showing up here early in the 3rd quarter. We haven't really said that for both teams at the same time in this game, but now both of them are with a couple early stops.
I don't think we're going to get 28 points in this 3rd quarter like we did in the first one.
I don't think we will either. 8:25 to play in said 3rd quarter. It's 21-20 still. Wildcats in front of Bridgeland. Takes the snap. Rogers, zone read, keeper, just bowls through one tackle, and what could have been a 5-yard loss ends up turning into a 2-yard gain just by the raw strength of the quarterback, Darian Rogers.
I like Darian Rogers, man. I keep talking about it. They got the Earl Campbell look. Those great big
Except
legs.
He's a quarterback.
I know, right, exactly. He's got those big ham hock legs going, man. I just love it when he just says, I am not going down.
.40 and counting here to play. This is going to be a handoff all the way, and this time the Sloth of Bears read the play very well. About 4 different Bears combining for the tackle, led that time by Regan Foji.
You know, it's almost like they're set up for that slant right play because that defensive line is getting good push, good penetration against that offensive line. If they could do that play action, hit that slant route coming across the middle, I think it's ripe.
3rd down and 8 here for Rogers and company. Drops back to throw, going to step up in the pocket. Not a lot of time. Bowls over one man, still going. Tried to dive forward. It's not going to be enough for the 1st down, but there again is that raw strength of Rogers. Jackson Payne just took about everything that Darian Rogers could throw at him, and gets up a little gingerly after that, but
All
again,
right.
it's 4th and 4, and the punting unit has to come on.
Tough man award for Jackson Payne. He gets the award for stepping in front of that thing. I mean, that young man is just so powerful, and he hit him with everything he had. He's like, if I'm going to hit him again, it's going to be below the knees. I don't want any more of that body.
So both teams trading punts now, and here's another one from Cy Woods. High, angling towards the sideline, takes a skip at the 10, still diving, and there's going to rest right at the 10. So pretty good punt there for Cy Woods to flip the field. And again, Mac, it's suddenly the defenses coming up here in this third quarter.
We've had 3 possessions, 3 punts, and Andrews does a nice job falling on that one, putting them at the 10-yard line. And so, again, you know what? Looking for special teams to step up and make a play. So a little bit lackluster. But if you like defense, you're listening to the right game here.
6:19 to play in the third quarter. And Bridgeland 1st and 10 from their own 10. Beagle, play action. No, this is going to be a direct snap, actually, to Schwab, who is going to take it up. And now here comes a late flag in on the play. So it was up to the 16. And Beagle went down kind of awkwardly, wondering if this is a horse collar tackle on the play. The flag kind of came in haphazardly from the line judge.
And I thought it might be a little bit of a taunt after the play. I don't.
That was kind of my initial thought too, but let's see. Here's the call.
Whoa, there you go.
Yep, and it is horse collar tackle. So Bob Ferguson, our spotter, gets it right. We get it wrong. And it's 15 yards for Bridgeland. And
Never question Bob. Never question Bob.
And what's been, that's another thing too, Mac. This has been a relatively penalty-free game.
No doubt.
It's been very clean.
Yeah, no doubt. We saw a couple in there that we thought could have been penalties, but yeah, not much penalty activity at all.
So 1st and 10 from the 31-yard line after that 15-yard penalty. Cy Woods showing blitz again. Here they come. Almost blew it up in the backfield, but Schwab able to dance around it. A nice little spin move before he's plastered by a destruction of Wildcats at the 42-yard line. It's a gain of 11 on the play before finally bringing him down was Tice Pruneda, a host in that destruction. And it's 1st and 10 for Bridgeland.
I like the way Schwab carried the ball on that play. He's very patient. He finds a little bit of a hole. He's working behind those offensive line. They continue to find people to push out of the way and picked up that extra yardage, just working right behind his offensive line beautifully.
Beagle takes the snap, throws this one under a lot of duress. It's up in the air. It's going to be picked off. 3rd interception of the game for Cy Woods. This time it's Zachary Nicholas coming up with the pick. The throw was looking towards the direction of Henry Soiney, but instead, double coverage. Nicholas gets his hand on the ball. 3rd interception and 4th turnover forced by Cy Woods today.
Boy, big opportunity here for Woods, and he's looking for Soiney, and Soiney is out there, and he's like, my receiver is athletic enough to go up and take this ball away from 2 of these defensive guys. Slightly underthrown, but Soiney, man, he was there, but, man, you just can't throw it into double coverage of these Wood guys. They've taken every opportunity when they've had it here on defense.
Rogers going to throw here on 1st and 10. He's got a lot of time, a lot of protection, dancing around in the pocket. Now it falls apart, and he gets hit. The ball popped out. Are they going to rule this a fumble? No signal yet. Rogers is down in the backfield. There are flags everywhere. And this is not, whatever it is not good. Rogers is down in the backfield still. They're looking at him. They're wondering if it was a fumble. Here's the call from the official.
The result of the play is a fumble recovered by Bridgeland. Holding, offense number 65. The penalties decline. 1st down Bridgeland.
And the penalty was a holding call on Cy Woods. And so after the turnover, they give it right back. Cy Woods does. Looked like Reagan Foji knocked it out and Jackson Payne recovered. Nonetheless, it's going to be a pretty short porch here for Bridgeland. They're going to start in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 19-yard line, and now Cy Woods' defense really needs a stand here. Only up by 1 with 5:13 to play in the third. Another direct snap to the running back Schwab, and he'll fight through the first level and the second level and is finally slung out of bounds at the 12-yard line. They have been running this wildcat formation for the last couple plays, Bridgeland has.
Schwab's doing a great job picking up the pace back there. Both of those he's fallen. He's got a great block in front of him. I'm not really following who's in front of him. Maybe it's the quarterback that's doing that, but I think it was Fredrich. Tyson Fredrich is the lead blocker on that play. I like that wildcat action.
They'll switch it back now with Beagle at quarterback. They're going to send a tight end in motion from left to right, and now flags come a-flying on 2nd down and 3.
Offense number 51, 5-yard penalty, 2nd down.
You know, on that takeaway, Rogers had so much time. That's the most time I've seen him in the pocket waiting for a receiver to get open before he just got hammered. And, I mean, he got hit good. That ball came straight out, but that's unfortunate. I want to see if Rogers is going to get back in this game. He took him a little bit of time to get off the field.
2nd down and 8 after the penalty. Takes the snap. This is going to be a handoff to Schwab, who makes a couple men miss, but then gets folded up at the 13-yard line. So a gain of 4 on the play, and that'll bring up 3rd down and 4. Ball placed at the 18-yard line.
Be interesting to see if Woods can make a stop right here. That would do a lot for their momentum if they can do something after they turn it over to hold him out of the end zone.
Beagle gonna throw. He's got time. Zings it towards the end zone. It is incomplete. A lot of hand fighting both ways, but no call either way. And so a big stand there for the Cy Woods defense. But let's see if they're gonna go for it. No, field goal unit comes on. That was Xavier Amamu in coverage that time.
I thought Amamu may have had a chance to pick that one. He came back and turned it right as the ball was coming into the receiver's area. From this angle, I thought he was going to pull that one in.
So Bridgeland to try and take their first lead of the game on a 30-yard field goal off the right hash. Snap down, kick up, kick wobbling, good. And now a late flag comes in. It's getting a little chippy down there. We'll see who the penalty's on. One of the Cy Woods players pretty fired up coming off the field. As it stands, it's a Bears lead, but let's still keep an eye out here for the flag as they discuss this. The way Cy Woods came off the field, you'd think it was on Bridgeland.
I think it was the other way. I don't know either. I'm not for sure.
Still awaiting the discussion here.
The result of the play is a main field goal. After the play, personal foul, unnecessary roughness, number 25 on the kicking team. Personal foul, unnecessary roughness.
There it is.
0 on the defense. Those penalties offset.
Yeah, that's kind of what I figured was going to happen, and it would have been interesting to push that kickoff back and kick that thing into the wind and pull another 10 yards off of it.
Yep. Instead, offsetting penalties, and so we will kick off as normal, but the Bears have their first lead of the game, 23-21 here on the Varsity Wires Radio Network, presented by the Collette King Team.
Looking to buy or sell your home? Trust the Collette King Team with REMAX, bringing you over 25 years of real estate expertise right here in your community. From first-time buyers to luxury estates, Collette and her team know the market inside and out, and they'll guide you every step of the way. Because with the Collette King Team, it's more than real estate. It's about giving you the attention and care you deserve. From cottages to castles, expect the royal treatment with the Collette King Team.
3:38 to play in the third quarter, and Bridgeland has their first lead of the game thanks to 23 unanswered points. They just hit a 30-yard field goal to take over 23-21. Sure. Rapid mailroom drive wrap up there for Bridgeland, who will now play with an advantage for the first time in this game on the scoreboard. Both teams coming on the field here to kick this one away.
So good defense to start off this second half, and a couple turnovers back and forth, and you don't give Woods some credit after giving Coffin a football up deep in their own area just to hold them to a field goal. I mean, that shows a little resilience on this Woods team. You got to appreciate it.
So it's aiming up to be another short kick here for Bridgeland. And it is going to be a high short kick. Fielding it on the run at the 30 and wrestled down at the 38-yard line is Ryan McKnight. They'll unfold the pile near the Cy Woods bench, and so some decent field position to start here for the Wildcats, and it's looking like, at least to start this drive, Darian Rogers is not in the game. He's standing on the edge of the sideline, still in full gear, so we'll see if they bring him back in. But as of right now, your new quarterback, hard to see who the quarterback is here. Takes the snap. Now it's going to be a Wildcat, actually. This is going to be a direct snap, and look out, a good gain off right tackle on the direct snap to Corey McKenzie.
Boy, McKenzie did a great job. He took that direct snap. He's got a little bit more quickness than Rogers does. Doesn't have that same that size and that stamina, but man, doing a great job of showing his speed, picking up a quick 10.
And so let's see if they're going to line it up now with Frank going. Nope, 26. Going to be another direct snap here. Just trying to run the Wildcat in perpetuity, I guess, for the moment. This time it's going to be a 2-yard gain on the direct snap to Corey McKenzie. He's had Frank Gomez, the other running back, lined up next to him, and now Rogers checks back into the game here.
Boy, that was a quick McKenzie right, McKenzie left, and you know what? If you're just running for 2 plays, nice job there, McKenzie, coming out there and picking up 13 yards for your last 2 plays.
So Rogers back in, McKenzie checks out. Gomez stays in as the running back here with a tight end in this set and 3 receivers. Bit of a high snap. Rogers catches it, throws it, caught on the receiver screen, and he'll get up to within a yard of the first down marker on a gain of 7. Off the catch that time by Holden Swick as the wind starts to pick up a little bit again here. And now they're going to bring in the big men for this 3rd down and 1, Cy Woods is.
Yeah, Jordan Parrish, nice job for the Bears coming up, making that tackle. That pass was low, coming out of the hands of Rogers. But Rogers, if you think anything happened to him, he showed a lot of wherewithal, got rid of that ball quick.
2 receivers, 2 tight ends. They're just going to give it to Rogers, and he bowls his way through the pile all the way up to the 37. He needed 1. He got 4 and may have flattened a couple Bears in the process.
That's called bulldog on 2, right? So just hand it to Rogers, and everyone put a hat on the guy in front of you and let the big boy come in and push the pile.
It's the Cy Woods version of the tush push, but it's given to your quarterback in the shotgun and just have him run it up the middle with 2 tight ends.
So let's run that play for the next 8 times and just put it in the end zone. It'll kill the 3rd quarter.
1:27 to play in the 3rd quarter. Rogers takes the snap. He's going to throw it. Quick out, caught and plastered and dropped. Intended target was Trey Musini that time, and Nicholas Bright did a good job in coverage to bust that catch up before it could be completed.
Boy, did he ever. Musini coming out of the break to have that ball right in his hands, and man, Bright just hit him right on contact. Bang, bang play. Knocked that thing loose.
2nd and 10. Rogers hands it off to Frank, and look out, a lot of room up the middle. 20, 15, 10, still broke another one to the 5, and it's slung down to the 1. Frank Gomez with a huge run for a gain of 36. 1st and goal from the 1 here for Cy Woods, and the big men are going to check back in again.
Boy, coming out of that hole, looking for some blocks. Nicholas Bright had him probably about 10 yards off the line of scrimmage, and coming up trying to make the strip out of his arms, and he just spun right out of that and picked it up and almost pushed it in.
Extra tight end in this set. It's going to be a handoff into the end zone. Touchdown, Cy Woods.
Ain't that something?
I believe that was the linebacker, Thomason Strickland, in the game as a running back, and he carried it in for the score.
How about that, Thomason? Get your little senior moment, buddy. That's the high school version of the Fridge Perry thing, maybe a little bit. I don't know. The defensive guy coming over there and getting a chance to carry the rock for a touchdown. How cool is that?
So 27-23, Cy Woods has regained the lead. They score for the first time since the first quarter, trying to make it a 5-point game here with 41 seconds to play in the third. Snap down, kick up, kick on the way, and the kick will again collide with the scoreboard as it is good.
No more panels falling off the scoreboard, so we're safe.
Looks like, oh, nope, the panel that broke earlier is still broken, so still missing a square on the scoreboard, but Cy Woods back in front, 28-23, 41 seconds left to play in the third quarter on the Varsity Wires Radio Network, presented by the Collette King Team. Veteran owned and operated since 2003, Fire Reconstruction Inc. is the top choice for restoration services to commercial and residential properties caused by fire, water, storms, and mold. They handle the entire process from structure repair, roofing mitigation, packing out, storing, and cleaning contents to give you peace of mind. Fire Reconstruction Inc. has been vetted and are preferred vendors of most insurance companies and is a local business that supports the local community. Visit their website at fri24-7.com or give them a call at 281-859-3999. Fire Reconstruction Inc. Better than before. Final 41 seconds here of the third quarter. Cy Woods is back in front. They lead at 28-23. Snapped the streak of 23 unanswered scored from Bridgeland. And things still remaining close here, coming up on the dying quarter of this game.
Tell you what, a little bit of a slug match there in the third quarter. This has been a fun one. I mean, that's what you expected this game to be about. And right now, if you're the Bridgeland Bears, you were taking a breath when you made those that nice big comeback in the second quarter, and now you're like, these guys don't want to go away. They're going to come back and continue to show us their best. Look at that stance that they had down there that kept them out of the end zone. They had to settle on that field goal. That was a big defensive stand after that turnover. And what a beautiful drive that they put together for the Wildcats.
Kickoff is deep for Shipley and not even close to returnable again. Takes a skip at the C, CFISD at the end zone. And so first and 10 for the 25 after the touchback here for Bridgeland. Final 41 seconds to play here in the third quarter, trailing by 5 the Bears are.
So if you're sitting there with your defensive coordinator over here for the Wildcats, you're like, boys, you guys are putting together a heck of a game here. That adjustment that they made in the locker room at halftime has certainly paid off for them as they stack the box a little bit more and do a little bit better on man coverage. But, man, they got to continue to make the stops here and force the Bears to come out and do something spectacular on this drive.
Beagle handoff Schwab. There is nothing, and I mean nothing that time. The destruction of Wildcats comes up for a loss of a yard. Second down and 11 after that loss on the play for the Bears. Bridgeland talks it over and then will line up the receivers. 4 of them. They're going to split evenly here, 2 on either side. Schwab, the running back, lined up to the left of Beagle, who's in the shotgun. Takes the snap. Beagle dropping back to throw. He's got some time, throws it over the middle and is incomplete. Just a little too far over the head of his target, or a little outstretched there that time. He was intended for Henry Soiney, and it's incomplete. Brings up 3rd and 11.
They were definitely ripe for a little slant route, and that was it, because they have really been committing to that middle route. But right there in the middle of that pass, that thing bounces off the receiver's hands. Zachary Nicholas was right there. I thought he was going to get a cheap INT to end that quarter.
So that is the end of the third quarter. 3rd down and 11 on the other side of this break. This is the Varsity Wires Radio Network, presented by the Collette King Team.
Hello, Copperfield. The Wrap and Mail Room is your go-to place for wrapping, packing, and shipping. When you need UPS, FedEx, US Mail, or DHL, we'll find the most affordable and reliable option to meet your needs. Looking for notary or private mailbox, maybe holiday gift wrapping? We've got you covered. Find us at 7710 Cherry Park Drive, right in the heart of Copperfield. The Wrap and Mail Room is here for you. Packed with care, we'll get it there.
Third down and 11 here at the start of the fourth quarter for Bridgeland. And a game they trail 28-23. And a big 3rd down and 11 here for the Bears. It is Beagle, the quarterback, 4 receivers, split evenly, 2 on either side. Schwab lined up to his left in the shotgun. Beagle drops back, looking, tons of time, throws it there. Nice catch right on the money. And that'll be enough for a first down, well enough for a first down on 3rd down and 11, all the way up to the 41-yard line.
Boy, Micaiah Stevens, good route on that one. And Beagle just put that one right on the money. Super throw and catch.
They're going to set up a receiver screen here. That does not work. And a good suplex right at the end there.
I am surprised he didn't get a flag on that. He had him run out of bounds by a yard and a half and then just power drived him right in the middle of the white stripe on the side of the field.
It's Ryan McKnight who flirted with the flag there for a second, but
sure
not
did.
forthcoming. And so 2nd down and 9, we continue on. 11:45 to play in the 4th quarter. Cy Woods in front of Bridgeland, 28-23. Beagle takes the snap, drops back, and a roll out right, throws it on the run. That one's going to be caught, and a nice burst of speed past the first level. And now a late flag coming in. And this might be a bit of a makeup call for the missed throw out of bounds earlier, because sort of spotter Bob Ferguson just said in our ears, I don't think that was as egregious as the last one.
Yeah. And it certainly was. He spun him around, either grabbed him by the back of the shoulder pads, he just slung him down when he was well out of bounds.
I think they're going to get a late hit here.
Yeah.
Oh, horse collar tackle. Right. Okay, that's what they're going to get him for.
He had some leverage bringing him back out of there, man. He hit him hard, or yanked him down hard. So not what you wanted there for Cy Woods, that kind of penalty to keep that drive alive. You don't need to give the Bears a free 15 yards at any occasion in this game.
Beagle on 1st and 10 from the 26. Takes the snap, going to be a handoff. Play develops slowly, but then a burst of speed for Schwab. Tries to cut back right, gets grabbed at the 10, and is finally forced out of bounds at the 11-yard line is where they're going to mark him out. And Bridgeland's starting to put together a pretty healthy drive here. At 1st and 10 from the 11.
Gain is up to the 11-yard line. First down.
Boy, you had the linebacker coming out of position on a blitz and just left that open right there on the right side for Schwab to run through. And just good, hard charging by Schwab to keep that drive going.
And Cy Woods showing blitz, but bidding no one bit for Bridgeland, and right up the middle, untouched, is Cash Schwab for a Bears touchdown, and Bridgeland retakes the lead at 29-28.
There's that offensive line stepping back up, man, doing a great job blowing a monster hole for Cash Money to run right through to get that score.
And they're going to keep the offense on the field here, it looks like Bridgeland is, to try and make it a 3-point game. So here we go to make it a 3-point Bridgeland lead. It's 29-28 at the moment. They send the man in motion, takes the snap, gonna roll out, looking. Beagle gonna take it himself, and he push, maybe, no. Wait, still going. Still going, and they blow him dead finally at the 1.
That is the scrum of the season so far. You've got 8 players on both sides piled up at the 1-yard line right in the middle of the field, and they push the entire pile forward a foot, back a foot, forward a foot and a half, come back this way 15 yards to no avail, Zach.
And so it's 29-28, Bridgeland with 11:03 to play here in this 4th quarter on the Varsity Wires Radio Network, presented by the Collette King Team.
When Houston needs glass, Houston calls Northwest Glass and Mirror. From custom shower doors to sleek mirrors, from residential windows to commercial storefronts, we do it all with expert craftsmanship and hometown care. Family owned, trusted for over 40 years, and always standing behind our work. Northwest Glass and Mirror. Quality, clarity, and service you can see. Call today or visit us online. Northwest Glass and Mirror, Houston's clear choice.
29-28, Bridgeland in front of Cy Woods. It's been a good game. It continues to be a good game. Cy Woods now down by a point. They led as much as 21-0. Let Bridgeland score 23 unanswered on them. And now, since then, both teams have been trading blows, and the Bears have a 1-point lead at the moment with 11:03 to play in this game.
Anything we predicted that was going to happen after the first 3 minutes of the game has not happened. So I'm enjoying this one right alongside you, Zach. And I can't wait to see what the next 11 minutes has to offer us.
Touchback, as this one took a long roll into the end zone from about the 10, but in the end zone nonetheless. And Cy Woods will start 1st and 10 for their own 25, looking for any sort of score that would give them the lead here, trailing by a point.
Offensive line coach needs to grab that front 5 guys and say, boys, I need you to grab those defensive guys, get a hold of some shirt, get your hands extended a little bit better, and keep those guys from coming and breaking our line. You got to give our quarterback a little bit more time to throw it, albeit they gave him a lot of time on that last turnover. But give me something for our running backs to run through here, and let's keep this drive going, and let's have a nice sustaining work here.
Handoff from Rogers does not get very far. McKenzie on the carry that time. He was met very early by Ethan Chatera.
Yeah. McKenzie getting some good work here. Only a sophomore here for this Wildcat team. He's going to find great favor with this team as he continues to mature over the next 2 years. Good to see him getting out there, getting some work in.
2nd down and 9 as Cy Woods lines it up fairly quickly here. Rogers takes the snap. He's going to drop back to throw. Pocket falls apart pretty quickly. He sheds a couple tackles and is, again, lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. That large frame of Darian Rogers able to prevent a loss, but not really pick up a gain. It's 3rd down and 9.
He's got that frame, I tell you what. So Jackson Payne came over and like, hey, I'll give him a shot. Then he hits him and you're like, ooh, that kind of hurt.
So a big 3rd down and 9 here for Cy Woods. Rogers takes the snap, blitz coming. They're going to try and set up the screen. It is caught. First man does not miss though, and that's going to be no gain on the play. Cy Woods just couldn't get the truck out of the mud that time. Corey McKenzie tackled for no gain, and Cy Woods is going to have to punt it away. A 3-and-out for the Bears defense. A chance to add to their 1-point lead here with 9.5 minutes and counting to play in the 4th quarter.
Got the receiver open on the screen, but there's absolutely nobody putting a hat on a defensive personnel out there to get some type of block package working in front of that play.
Shipley to punt it away. Good snap. High punt. End over end. Going to take a skip and die at the 47, maybe the 48-yard line. So Bridgeland with another short field here and a 1-point lead with 9:08 to play. You got to think if you're Lonnie Madison and company, if you're Bridgeland, you're probably hoping for a sustained drive that ends in points here.
Got that right. I mean, dangerous potential return on that punt. Bridgeland Bear player throws his hand up like it's going to be the fair catch, running in on it, pulls back at the last minute. That thing takes a wild hop on you, bumps your leg. It's a whole different story.
So Beagle will line up here in the shotgun, 4-receiver spread. Takes the snap, hand off to Schwab, and there is nothing. Gang tackle of Wildcats, that time led by Tice Pruneda. And it's a loss of 3, 2nd and 13.
Boy, just came up on a whole pack of Wildcats on that one. Pruneda coming in, making a good stop, helped out by Pickett. And that defensive line's doing a good job up front here for this Wildcat team in the second half.
Bridgeland taking a little more time between plays here. 8:30 and counting to play in the 4th quarter. Bears lead at 29-28. Blitz coming. Here it comes. Look out. They're going to have to throw it on the run, and it's incomplete as Beagle was really forced to throw that one well before he wanted after scrambling out to the right. That was Jaden Ogletree who was putting the primary pressure on the quarterback that time for Cy Woods. It's 3rd and 12.
Good blitz package. Ogletree doing a good job fighting through that offensive line. That offensive line's been pretty strong most of the game, but man, Ogletree did a nice job fighting through that offense.
3rd down and 13, here for Bridgeland. 8:21 to play in the 4th quarter. They lead by 1. Beagle drops back, takes the snap. Under duress again, throws this one, trying to set up the screen, but a good open field tackle. Xavier Amamu with the high quality open field tackle to prevent the 1st down. And Bridgeland's going to have to punt.
Wow, big time play there for Wildcats. And Amamu coming over making that open field tackle. That kid's got some tremendous speed. He closed the gap on that as fast as any player I've seen out here tonight to throw him out to keep him 5 yards from making that 1st down.
Here is the punt. It is a spiral. It's going to take a skip and another really good coffin corner kick out of bounds at the 5.
Man, he is throwing darts down there, isn't he?
Colton Urban, his 2nd punt inside the 10-yard line tonight. So again, it'll be a long field in front of Cy Woods, whose offense is kind of sputtered a little bit here to start the 4th quarter. They trail by a point.
We talk about the need for someone to put together a sustainable drive. I mean, someone needs to choose some clock. No one's done it.
Nope.
We've just seen bursts of plays, and we've seen 3 and outs, but we've not seen someone drive it down the field and eat up a 6-minute clock time on this in this 4th or any quarter for that matter. I'm waiting for it.
We're going to go out of the direct snap Wildcat set again, trying to set up the blocking, and getting slung down is Corey McKenzie, taken down at the 7-yard line, so a gain of 2. 2nd and 8, Jaden Johnson took him down. 2nd and 8 from the 7. As Rogers will check back in as they get out of the shadow of their own end zone a little bit here.
I tell you what, they've been running that little direct snap left, direct snap right play, and it's picked them up 16 yards on 3 attempts.
Tight end in this set, 2 running backs for Rogers. Back out there as the quarterback. Going to be a handoff again, and this is going to be no gain. Submarined right at the line of scrimmage was McKenzie. And it sets up 3rd down and 8, maybe 3rd down and 7. They might have been generous in giving him a yard, but Jackson Payne that time with the tackle. And another big 3rd down, because now here's the deal now, Mac. You don't want to be punting from your own end zone.
Oh, goodness.
So 3 receivers, 2 running backs, no tight ends in this set. Bridgeland showing blitz again. Rogers takes the snap. Blitz coming. Rogers has to throw it away. Somehow caught, and this is going to be a big loss. There was a linebacker who came in unblocked. That was Gavin Aldman. And no one picked him up, and he nearly had a safety.
They're running these 5-and-out routes, and those are wildly risky plays, especially when you got a quarterback, 2 guys in your grill and throwing off your back foot, and a defender that's step for step with your receiver. He's lucky he caught the ball, and he's even more lucky he didn't get it picked off.
So still 29-28, and the punting unit on for Cy Woods. And literally standing at the back of his end zone here is Shipley. Play clock down to 3, down to 2, down to 1. I don't think they're going to get this off. Play clock expires, and that's going to back them up half the distance to the goal. So that turns it from 4th and 10 into about 4th and 12 and a half. And this is going to really be playing with fire here now for Cy Woods.
You had a short snap before. It's even shorter. And I tell you what, if I'm the Bears, I'm coming to see you. I am coming to get you, and I'm going to let them know about it.
So this is not the benefit of the usual distance between snapper and punter. And he's going to have to be careful here to
not step out of the back of the end zone.
Yeah, gets the snap. Here comes the blitz. It's a really good punt. Look at this thing move. Fielded at the 50. And not getting very far, up to the 43-yard line that time is the return man Bowman. So all things considered, I think that's about as good as you could have asked for if you were Cy Woods.
I mean, what's 47 yards on the kick? I mean, that's a dandy of a punt into that soft wind. But here you are in this situation. Wildcats down by 1. You've got a surging Bears offense, but you also got a Wildcat defense that's shown a lot of promise and a lot of spark here in this second half. They need a big-time stop now.
They do. If you, in perfect world, you keep them in with a field goal, as TV's going to take a timeout. So we'll go ahead and take one, too, here on the Varsity Wires Radio Network, presented by the Collette King Team.
Attention high school sports fans, are you an armchair official? You know, the parent or fan who constantly yells at the referees and loves to let everyone know just how bad you think they are. Well, if you think you could do better, then get in the game and prove it. It's time for you to suit up and make the calls where they actually count. Every sport in Texas needs more officials. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
Either one of those works for me, Bob.
6:31 to play here in the fourth quarter.
Spotter
Bob Ferguson is giving us different ideas on how this game needs to end.
We've worked out 4 fantasy finishes on them. We're not going to tell you how they go, but they were equal amongst both teams, just to let you know.
So Beagle lines it up here on 1st down and 10 from the 43-yard line inside Cy Woods territory. It's 29-28, Bridgeland, 6.5 minutes to play in the fourth quarter. Takes the snap. Beagle dropping back, throws it post, caught at the 30, and slung down there. So making the catch was Jackson Ewing. Kevin Cooper on the tackle.
I just love that slant route for the Bears. It's just been open the entire time, and with that arm and the power that you got from your quarterback, I mean, he is just putting it right on the money. Beagle's really turned into a heck of an athlete this year.
For Cy Woods, you're trying to hold him to a field goal so a touchdown would win it if you were the Wildcats, but still a lot of football left here. We roll under 6 minutes to play. Beagle, snap, handoff to Schwab, who gets folded up to 30, so he just gets back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd down and 10, but that clock continuing to tick here. Both teams still have all 3 of their timeouts.
The ground game not as productive as it's been for the Bears so far. Good adjustment for the Wildcats. They've shut down that run, but that slant route is wide open. And when you got Beagle slinging the ball, man, you got all kinds of possibilities.
2nd down and 10 here for Beagle. They're going to let that clock burn a little bit more. It's going to be a handoff, and look out, Schwab with a huge burst of speed into the end zone, touchdown.
Announcer jinx.
30-yard touchdown run for Bridgeland, and they lead it by 7, 35-28.
Boy, the linebacker that was in that spot was coming in on the blitz and just abandoned his location. And as he comes through there is nobody there. And as I sit there and talk about how well the Wildcats defense has been doing on the run, and boy, there they go, running in from 30 yards out.
Looks like Bridgeland is short a blocker here. So now they get him onto the field. 7 seconds, snap down, kick up, blocked again! And it's gonna be a 7-point game still. Roseman Etta, I think, got a finger on it. And with 5:11 to play, we got ourselves a ball game. It's a 7-point battle after all this. 35-28, Bridgeland leads it with 5:11 to go on the Varsity Wires Radio Network, presented by the Collette King Team.
Timeout.
All right. Remember, we're a team that plays together. Listen, the winning will take care of itself. We just have to get everyone involved.
In interscholastic sports, we celebrate what makes every one of us unique. And in the pursuit of a common goal, everyone in the huddle, in the bleachers, and in the community comes together. This message presented by the UIL and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
35-28 here. Bridgeland in front by 7 after the blocked extra point on a touchdown. So it's still within grasp for Cy Woods. For both these teams, really still anyone's game with 5:11 to play. Kickoff is going to be a high, short one fielded at the 15-yard line, trying to turn to the outside and getting tackled. 26 is the return man, McKnight. And now Cy Woods, whose offense has struggled here in this fourth quarter, will have to get something going. Trailing by 7, and now we've got McKnight down with what appears to be a cramp as they tend to him. 5:02 to play here in this fourth quarter. And what's been a great game in what is in terms of playoffs and no playoffs is meaningless. Bridgeland's already in, Cy Woods is out, and yet both teams have really, Mac, been playing like this is a fight for a playoff spot.
I love it. You know what? I think, listen, these young players like to compete. Forget about what happens tomorrow, the next day. They want to win tonight, and I want to beat the guy across from them. A lot of these guys probably know each other from growing up in different school districts, and they want to beat their buddies, man. And I don't blame them. They're going to put it all out there.
Rogers, bit of a high snap, but comes down with it. He's got a lot of time to throw. Rolling out, going to chuck it deep. There is a man there, but it's well out of bounds, the throw. Intended target that time was Jandez. In coverage was Harris, Jordan Harris, and it's second down and 10.
So Harris and Jandis, I mean, they were doing a lot of arm fighting back there, and it looked like there was two hands on that receiver, but I guess it's all fair in trying to jockey position.
4 receivers here, trips to the right side of the line for Rogers. Takes the snap, 3-man blitz, gets it out, throw, caught, plastered as soon as he caught it. Making the catch was Brandon Stobner. And it sets up a critical 3rd down and 7 after a gain of 3 to the 30.
You know, it's time for one of your receivers to make a play either on that slant route or just cutting it loose. Give him one of those 50-50 balls and let him come down with it. You've got to convert here. And that little flat route, not working. Rogers running the ball up the middle, not working. You got to hit a slant route somewhere quick.
Split them evenly, 4 receivers. Here comes the blitz. Rolling out, looking. Rogers throws this one. There is a man there, but a flag comes in. It's incomplete, but this is going to be pass interference on Bridgeland. There was a little bit, Mac, of a jersey tug, and I think that's going to cost Nicholas Bright.
Defense number 0. 15-yard penalty from the previous spot. Automatic first down.
You had one-on-one coverage on Nico Trimasini, and Trimasini.
And now, it'll be a 15-yard flag, and I think they're actually just, there's a little confusion there. They were trying to get a fresh ball onto the field, so that'll bring it up to the 45-yard line. As pass interference, just 15-yard penalties in high school football, just like college.
So Trimasini was open. That's when you're going to give your receiver, we're talking about, give him a chance to come down with it. And Trimasini may have caught that ball. He got a little bit tangled up in his own feet as that ball was in the air.
Rogers, a handoff here to the running back, trying to go up the middle is McKenzie, but again, not much room. It's going to be a gain of 3 to the 48, and we'll bring up 2nd down and 7 as we roll under 4 minutes to play. Still a 7-point Bridgeland lead, 35-28.
This would be one heck of a drive if Rogers can lead this team into the end zone here, and if he does, it's going to be probably, not much time for the Bears to work with, but he has got to keep this drive working.
It's going to be a pitch and trying to turn the corner and only picking up about a yard or 2 was McKenzie off the pitch. Reading it pretty well was Gavin Aldman, and so it'll be a gain of, looks like just a yard, and brings up another critical 3rd down, this time 3rd down and 6.
So same rules apply at that last 3rd down play. They got lucky on that pass interference, but offensive line needs to hold their ground against what could potentially be that blitzing Bear defense coming in here trying to make a play and stifle this drive.
So Here we go. They're going to send a running back in motion. It's going to be a fake. Rogers has to throw it out, and not going anywhere is McKenzie, who will actually lose 2 yards, and it's 4th down and 8. And I don't think Cy Woods has any choice here but to go for it with 2:42 and counting here to play. They still have all 3 timeouts. So I mean, in theory, you could punt it and hope for a 3 and out, but that's putting a lot of pressure on your defense, and it looks like they are going to go for it here.
They need a big play right here. Again, go to your receiver, give him a 50-50 shot, have an interference as an option out there, but give your receiver a chance to come down with it.
Now they're going to have to call a timeout with the play clock down to 7, and after thinking about this one. And they will take a timeout with 2:10 left. They'll talk this over, try and draw up the perfect play on 4th down and 8.
They've gone back to that screenplay. It's just not there. And Rogers is quick about getting the ball out. When you're watching Rogers throw that pass, he scrambles right and he slings it kind of a little sidearm, and he does it so quick and so fast. It's not been picked, it's not been jumped, but there's just nobody in front of those screen routes to help the play develop. There's nowhere for the receivers to go. And that defensive back squad for these Bears, those kids are quick, man. They are closing in on that play without any problem.
So 2 timeouts left for Cy Woods. They still have the 2-minute timeout as well, but they got to solve this play first. 4th down and 8. They trail by 7, 35-28, 2:10 to play. And it's all going to come down to this, more than likely. Split receivers, 2 on either side, and a 4-receiver set. Running back lined up to the right of Rogers. Takes the snap, blitz coming. They get a good block, throw over the middle, there's a man there, caught at the 30, 20, 10-5, touchdown, Cy Woods! The perfect play call on the post route, the catch and run from Brandon Stobner, and what a block thrown by Corey McKenzie to give Darian Rogers just enough time to complete that pass.
You can't say enough about that block to give him that much time. The entire time they're just continuing to blitz on top of the quarterback, Rogers, not having a shot. We said the flat play was not going to happen. It needed to be that little shot right across the middle, and that was it. It was wide open, and no one was going to stop him as he took that one into the end zone.
The offense initially stayed on the field. Now the kicker is coming out after the 2-minute timeout. We will take it as well here on the Varsity Wires Radio Network, presented by the Collette King Team.
What's the biggest myth about interscholastic performing arts? That you have to be the most talented or experienced to participate. The truth is, anyone can be a part of their school's performing arts. There are countless opportunities for students to participate, from theater, choir, and band to speech and debate. The bottom line, if you want to perform, there's a place for you.
We're going to dump out a commercial because it's a big play here. 35-34 for the extra point to tie the game. At 35, snap, down, kick, blocked! Blocked by Bridgeland! The kick was blocked! Unbelievable! Special teams does it again! And it's a 1-point lead for Bridgeland, still with 1:59 to play.
Big time special teams play, and we talked about special teams in the pregame that something would happen, and they have certainly shown up. That defensive front line for the Bears, they were coming in possessed, wanting to take that ball out of the air, and the Wildcats offensive line just could not fight them off long enough. And if you needed a big play, that's as big as it gets late in the game.
And so it's all going to come down to an onside kick. Cy Woods has to recover, or this game is over. What a game, Mac.
Oh, man. What a dandy. I mean, you're coming into this game. Bears has the advantage. I mean, you're like, all right, Bears, this is the advantage. We talked about they're going to tune up, get ready for the playoffs. Don't get hurt. Do the best you can. Wildcats say, I'm going to be your spoiler tonight. And, boy, they didn't disappoint, especially in the first 5 minutes of this contest. But it's been back and forth. We kind of thought after they scored those first 3 touchdowns that Bears would level it out and come back and run away with it. Not the case. This second half has been an absolute doozy.
And so it's all going to come down to this onside kick attempt here from Cy Woods. It's 1:59 to play in the fourth, 35-34 Bridgeland. But the extra point was just blocked. Now remember, it's got to go 10 yards unless the kick is touched, of course, before it goes 10 yards by the receiving team. So let's see what the strategy is going to be here. There's a lot of room for a no man's land sky kick, but we'll see. One of the best kickers in the district, Benjamin Shipley, has up his sleeve. It's all coming down to this. And they're going to actually blast it deep. A little surprising. And so, with only 2 timeouts, you gotta, it's 3 and out or that's it. And you're still not going to have a lot of time left.
You know what? We're standing over here at our booth here on the deck thinking this is an automatic onside kick.
Yeah.
I mean, we absolutely thought. So I guess you're right. If they got 2 timeouts, you're going to have to manage this thing correctly. You're going to have to make a stop. Defense.
You have to get a 3 and out. There's no way. If they get a first down, it's over.
Defense has got to make a defensive play here. They got to try to punch the ball out, strip it, do whatever they need to do. But you're right. If they get 1 first down, this game is done.
So here we go. It's going to be a direct snap Wildcat formation here. Schwab is essentially the quarterback, takes the snap. He's going to keep it. He's going to try and run to the outside, and he's got the first down and more. Schwab turning the corner. For Cy Woods, you may just want to let him score. And that wisely Schwab goes down because I understand the rationale, Mac, because if you go into the end zone, it's an 8-point game with 1.5 minutes to go, and give Cy Woods another chance.
Right.
And instead, wisely, Schwab went down to preserve the drive and keep the clock running.
Yeah, big time mental awareness of what's going on in the field. Very mature play. Pull that all the way down. And we said you needed 1 first down. Now the clock continues to run, keeps ticking. They're going to take their time. And, boy, you're talking about dodging a bullet here for the Bears, man. They are getting it done tonight.
Going to be another handoff. Schwab up the middle. First down, and that should do it. Clock stops at 1:02 while they move the chains. And now Cy Woods burns their second timeout.
All right, armchair quarterback, do you go back and onside kick that ball? You know, with everything that was going on tonight, I mean, listen, you're calling your defense to do something incredibly special. And late, maybe the momentum and the adrenaline of the game will allow you to come in and have this defense make that special stop. But also on that onside kick, I mean, there's so much pressure on the receiving team to actually make that play within 10 yards, and you just want that one hop. But, you know, we can sit here and double think this thing for a week and a half. But, again, you did what you did. You took your best shot at it. And you know what? Bridgeland Bears came up with a big play. And now they're sitting all the way down on the 22-yard line.
Looks like they're going to line up here in victory formation and just kneel this one out with 1:02 to play. And some pressure was coming on there for a second from Aiden Habby.
You know, Aiden Habby could have absolutely lit him up.
He could have blown up Beagle.
Habby had him coming in that left side. I mean, dead sprint, and Beagle standing there waiting to take a knee, and he does it right at the last second. And, Habby, thank you for pulling up. That was a good sportsmanship move on your part, buddy.
So they'll have to snap it one more time. And that will do it as they take one more knee. And Bridgeland will head into the playoffs with a little bit of momentum. They barely beat Cy Woods, but beat them nonetheless. 35-34 is your final score. Post-game show up next here on the Varsity Wires Radio Network, presented by the Collette King Team.
Looking to buy or sell your home? Trust the Collette King Team with REMAX, bringing you over 25 years of real estate expertise right here in your community. From first-time buyers to luxury estates, Collette and her team know the market inside and out, and they'll guide you every step of the way. Because with the Collette King Team, it's more than real estate. It's about giving you the attention and care you deserve. From cottages to castles, expect the royal treatment with the Collette King Team.
Veteran owned and operated since 2003, Fire Reconstruction Inc. is the top choice for restoration services to commercial and residential properties caused by fire, water, storms, and mold. They handle the entire process from structure repair, roofing mitigation, packing out, storing, and cleaning contents to give you peace of mind. Fire Reconstruction Inc. has been vetted and are preferred vendors of most insurance companies and is a local business that supports the local community. Visit their website at fri24-7.com or give them a call at 281-859-3999. Fire Reconstruction Inc. Better than before.
Hello, Copperfield. The Wrap and Mail Room is your go-to place for wrapping, packing, and shipping. When you need UPS, FedEx, US Mail, or DHL, we'll find the most affordable and reliable option to meet your needs. Looking for notary or a private mailbox, maybe holiday gift wrapping? We've got you covered. Find us at 7710 Cherry Park Drive, right in the heart of Copperfield. The Wrap and Mail Room is here for you. Packed with care, we'll get it there.
When Houston needs glass, Houston calls Northwest Glass and Mirror. From custom shower doors to sleek mirrors, from residential windows to commercial storefronts, we do it all with expert craftsmanship and hometown care. Family owned, trusted for over 40 years, and always standing behind our work. Northwest Glass and Mirror. Quality, clarity, and service you can see. Call today or visit us online. Northwest Glass and Mirror, Houston's clear choice.
Welcome into the post-game show. It has gone final 35-34. Bridgeland takes down Cy Woods. It's the Wrap and Mailroom wrap-up show here on the Varsity Wires Radio Network, presented by the Collette King Team. And my goodness, I think you said it best, Mac, when this game was kind of winding down. You look at this game on paper, it's like, yeah, Bridgeland's probably the favorite. They're probably going to get a comfortable win tonight. No, Cy Woods fought as hard as they could to the tune of a 21-0 lead in the first quarter. In the end, Bridgeland has to block an extra point to be able to hang on for a 35-34 victory and have some momentum heading into the playoffs.
I wanted free football tonight, Zach.
I was hoping for it, too. We came really close.
I'm not going to lie to you, man. I could take a whole lot more doses of this thing. I mean, those guys came out there and just fist-fighted back and forth. This is a little bit ugly in the first quarter. You know, coming out of the break with a one-point game, it finishes a one-point game. These teams were equally matched in the second half, just like this whole district is. The coach told you that. All these kids are basically the same. Both coaches gave kudos to the coaches about how well their organizations are run, but these kids were matched up beautifully out here. And that second half was great high school football under these Thursday night lights, man.
Our player of the game, I think we're going to give it to Cash Schwab. He ended up having 3 touchdowns in this one, really kind of powered the offense and helped the Bears with this come-from-behind victory. Agree, Matt Connor?
Cash Money did a great job tonight. He earned his pay out there, and he earned his namesake as well, doing a lot of the heavy lifting tonight, doing everything right. I mean, he's just a great teammate. You know, when you get Cash out there teamed up with Beagle, and Beagle, give him honorable mention or, whatever. But Beagle, what a great leader. He probably doesn't want something like this. He'd love to give it to Cash. Beagle's a great leader. He has shown great maturity and poise. Just look at how he's matured over the last few years and really doing a great job representing his team in his senior season.
So the campaign ends for Cy Woods. They finish 4-6, 1-6 in district play. And Bridgeland heads into the playoffs with a little bit of momentum as well as they finish the district campaign with a 5-2 mark on this season. Playoffs starting next week. But, Mac, I believe that's going to be it for you this season on the Varsity Wires Radio Network. Now, we may get a playoff game in there. That's still open-ended. But for now, it is done for Matt Cohner, at least as far as the regular season.
Regular season, it's
Regular
a wrap
season,
so far.
That's a wrap.
But you know what? I hope that they come back because, let me tell you, the district loves what you're doing out here, Zach, on Thursday Night Lights. They will come back. They'll probably get another playoff game. I hope I'm right here, your broadcast partner, and we'll come out here and have another great time and another blast getting that second round of the playoffs. But tomorrow night, you got a doozy.
Yeah, we got Cy Lakes and Cy Springs tomorrow night. If Cy Lakes wins, they're in the playoffs for the first time in school history. A big game against a big rival, and myself and Jason Metco will have the call on that one
that's
from here
gonna
at Cy
be
Fair
great.
FCU Stadium.
I'll tune in the best I can. I've got a commitment tomorrow night, but best of luck tomorrow night. And, Zach, what a privilege, man. Nice work this year, sir.
Appreciate it,
Proud
Mac.
of you.
Thank you. One last time tonight, your final score, Cy Woods 34, Bridgeland 35. For Bob Ferguson, our spotter, for my broadcast partner, Matt Cohner, this is Zach Babb saying good night from Cypress.